Good afternoon, fans. The following is an exclusive sports presentation of the RBA Sports Network. A very pleasant Wednesday afternoon, fans. Greet you live courtside at Caroline High School. It is Championship Wednesday at the 2017 Lady Cavs Holiday Classic, and we begin with the third place game about to tip right now at the top of the hour. It's the host Cavaliers of Caroline taking on the Justices of John Marshall. Still to come, Powhatan and Hanover battle for the championship. Rob with them along with you live here on the RBA Sports Network. Thank you for joining us on our YouTube channel. Embedded player available at the top of the page right now at rbasportsnetwork.com. And of course, you can find the broadcast on Twitter. Links sent out just moments ago on both the RBA Sports Net and Hanover Sports. Set to tip. It's controlled by the Cavaliers. They'll move right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device, and we're underway from Caroline County. First shot's a long three-pointer, no good. Long rebound to the Justices, but it's picked up in the backcourt by Caroline. Michaela Smith with the basketball brings it across the timeline. Caroline's second possession, 22 seconds in, no score. Bree Morton now into the corner. They'll get it back out to Smith. They'll work the corner again. It's Morton. Shot too strong. Long rebound comes out, and it'll be taken by Jones of John Marshall. She'll hand it off to Nadine Pope, who will run the point for the Justices. Looking to drive right side. Now the left hand. Bounce pass inside. Shot up and good for Demetrius George. The assist to Pope, and it's 2-0. John Marshall. Hanover defeated John Marshall here last night in first-round action while we were at the Times-Dispatch Invitational as we get a reach-in foul on George inside as Caroline was trying to get it down low to Devin Mock. And that's our first foul of the afternoon. Caroline fell in a close one to Powhatan in the other first-round matchup, setting up our two afternoon affairs here at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. Quick steal out of the throw-in. And the Cavaliers nicely back on defense to knock a pass out of bounds. Shamane Johnson does that. But the Justices will retain underneath, and Pope will take it out of bounds. A minute 7 in, 2-0, John Marshall. Get it into Lyric Weston up top. She fights right side, picks up the dribble, needs some help. Finally gets it. Bounce pass back to Weston. She'll put up a jumper. It's no good. And the rebound handled by Mock of Caroline. Mock over to Smith. Smith right side to Brown. Looking inside. Shot up by Tamaya Morton. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. It goes to the floor. And we'll get a held ball. And the possession arrow will favor John Marshall. Boy, what a night we had last night at the Richmond Coliseum, fans. Hope you were with us for the Times-Dispatch Invitational Tournament. The championship and third place games all were fantastic affairs. Had a wonderful night, and congratulations to both Trinity Episcopal teams on their championship wins. Floater in the lane from Pope is short, and the rebound comes out to Brown, and she'll flip it over to Michaela Smith. Morton for three. Short, but she gets her own rebound. Flips it quickly. Shot on the baseline, no good. Pope with the board for the Justices. 2:05 in, still 2-0. We're going to get a reach-in foul before the shot on Caroline. It'll be on Morton. That's her first and Caroline's first foul. Pope will take it out underneath. 2:07 into the game, 2-0. Pass is tipped and intercepted by Caroline. Smith with the pass down the lane to Morton, open for 2. Michaela with the assist, Bree with the basket, and we're tied 2-2. Jiggett running the point on this one. Loses the ball, gets it right corner, picks it up, looks inside for George. Pass too strong. Taken by Caroline. Morton down the way to Bree Morton, and a nice pass to an open player on the right side. That's 2 points for Nyasia Brown. And the Cavs with 4 quick points to take their first lead at 4-2. 5:15 to go first quarter. Pope works left side. She'll drive. No shot, but will draw a foul on Caroline. And it's going to be the second personal on Bree Morton with 5:09 to go in the first quarter. Get the pass into Jiggett. Now in the corner, it's Pope. She'll put up a long jumper. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. And Jones gets it, and she'll get fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2. And the first foul against Devin Mock. Third team foul on Caroline. And Jeria Jones will go to the charity stripe and shoot 2 with 5:02 to go here opening quarter. John Marshall, Caroline here for third place at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. Hanover Powhatan in the championship approximately 6:30 tonight. First free throw is up, hits the back iron, no good. She'll get one more. And boy, were free throws a part of the story in all 4 of our Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament games last night. One more coming. Jones is ready, puts it up. That's good. 4-3, and the Justices will employ backcourt pressure on a zone. They're able to break it, get it to Mock. Mock with a beautiful pass down low, but the shot blocked. Johnson's shot attempt blocked from behind. Nice defense from the Justices. Out of bounds, Caroline gets it underneath their own basket. Up 4-3. Up top to Mock. Devin drives. Left-hand jumper too strong. Pope with the rebound. And Nadine wants to push it. Almost carried the basketball. She'll get away from her defender, drive the lane, put up a floater short. Rebound by Jones. She'll carry it out right side. Bounce pass into George. Her shot too strong. Mock trying to get the board on the baseline. It's last touched by Demetrius George. Out of bounds to Caroline. As we approach the midway point of quarter number 1. Settle in, fans, whether you're listening on your way home from work this afternoon or your winter break is underway. We're glad you're with us here on the RBA Sports Network. Drive, pass to Mock. She gets it to Bree Morton in the lane, and she'll draw a foul. And it's on George, and that'll be her second and the team's second. So George with 2 fouls for John Marshall. Bree Morton with 2 fouls for Caroline. It is Bree that goes to the free throw line to shoot 2 with 4:20 to go opening quarter. Things get real quiet in the gym. Her first shot off the back iron, no good. Second free throw attempt for Bree coming. And the shot is up. And that 2 is too strong, but a nice rebound offensively by Tamaya Morton, and she'll draw a foul. They'll call that one on Jones, her first, and the Justices' third. And the other Morton to the free throw line. First free throw off to the right, no good. Caroline leaving early points off the board here. 0 for 3 at the line so far this evening as night falls here at Caroline High School. Second shot, that's good. That'll make it 5-3 Caroline. Long pass down court, George wide open, waiting, turns around, throws it up a bit too strong. Fight for the rebound, out of bounds, last touched by Jones, and Caroline will get possession. Justices will opt not to employ backcourt pressure this time, making it easy for Nyasia Brown to bring it up across the timeline. Over to Bree Morton, left side. Back up to Brown, up top. Bounce pass to Smith. Pass up top, stolen. It's Jiggett. She'll look to drive. Put it up strong, no. Rebound and a foul. Lyric Weston got the board and then basically got slammed to the ground. And the foul will be on Nyjah Brown, and that's her first, and the fourth team foul for Caroline. And Lyric Weston to the free throw line for two. A chance to tie it here with 3:53 to go first quarter. First shot is up, and it will rattle in. And Weston has her first point of the evening. One more shot to come to try to tie it at 5 apiece. Her shot's up, off the back iron, and gets the kind roll. John Marshall 5, Caroline 5, 3:50 to go first quarter. Smith over to Brown, out to Mock. Mock in the lane, tries to get it to Morton, couldn't handle it. The other Morton is able to get it, and she'll draw a foul, and that may be now 2 on Jones. And it is 2 on Jones, and Tamaya Morton will go back to the free throw line. And fouls and free throws already becoming a factor here, and we're only 4:21 into the action. First shot for Morton off the back iron, no good. And Caroline struggling early at the line. They've missed 4. They could be up by 4 right now. Instead, the second free throw here, if in, will retake the lead at 6-5. Morton's shot is up. Also off the back iron, no, but she fights to get her own rebound, doesn't get it. Ball goes off of the hands of Devin Mock, out of bounds to John Marshall. So free throw shooting an early issue, and we're tied at 5. Jiggett across the timeline, gets it to Pope, right side of the circle. She's picked up by Brown. Pope wants to drive, looking for an opening. Backs out for a moment, dribble alive, kick out to Jiggett for 3. That's too strong. Rebound out of bounds. And I believe it's going to stay with John Marshall, as Tamaya Morton was the last one to touch it, trying to get the board for Caroline. 3:16 to go here in the first. Having trouble getting the ball inbounded. It goes over Weston's head, and it's a free ball for Caroline, and the easy lay-in for Michaela Smith. And the Cavaliers take the lead at 7-5. 3:08 to go in the first. Pope back across the timeline. Looking to drive baseline. The floater partially blocked. Taken by Caroline. Pass, outlet pass is tipped out of bounds. Last touched by John Marshall, as Weston tried to get the steal. Cavs ball. Again, working right to left across your PC tablet or mobile device, and they're up by 2, 7-5. Three-pointer up on the way too strong. Pope with the rebound, and then it's poked away by Bree Morton. Gets it to an open Devin Mock, and she'll lay it in on the left side for 2. Caroline 9, John Marshall 5 as we come up on 2:30 to go first quarter. Jiggett picks up the dribble, needs help, and Pope will provide it barely near midcourt. Pope trying to isolate again. Works in the lane, puts it up, and that time it goes in. Maybe he'd have been trying several times to make that work, and now she does, and it's 9-7 Caroline. Mock here left side. Dribbles once into the corner. Bree Morton works the baseline. Floater over everything, but the rebound there for Tamaya Morton. There on the weak side to grab it. And it's 11-7 Cavaliers as we approach 1:50 to go here in the first quarter. Nyjah McDaniels is here to check into the next break. Steal by Caroline. 2-on-1 coming. Morton misses. Mock had it briefly. John Marshall tries to save it. Can't. Brown will work. Kick it out. And they'll reset wisely. Smith at the point. Bree Morton to the left. She'll take a 3. It's short. And the rebound for Jones of John Marshall, who has to be careful. She's got 2 fouls. Here comes Pope across the timeline. Into the lane. Bounce pass. Jiggett with it. Shot no. Rebound. Mock. Caroline coming back. Up 4. 1:15 in the quarter. Smith driving the lane. Up with the right hand. Back iron no. Rebound. Nadine Pope. John Marshall wants to call a timeout, and they'll get it with 1:02 to go first quarter. It'll be a 30-second timeout with 1:02 to play here in the first. Caroline up 11-7. As we get our first update sent across our Twitter network at the RVA Sportsnet, where we have high school coverage in the city, the Tri-Cities, and surrounding counties. And don't forget suburban coverage, our hyper-local coverage on Twitter at Hanover Sports, at Henrico Sports, and at Chesterfield Sports. They all make up the Twitter portion of the RVA Sports Network. And Hanover Sports will be up and running shortly in the championship game. Hawks against the Indians of Powhatan coming up next here in our doubleheader tonight, fans, on this game of the week holiday Feast of Hoops special. Out of the timeout, Pope will get a pick up top, working on Mock. Drives, spins, puts it up high, rims out. No good, but the long rebound tapped to Lyric Weston. And the Justices reset 45 in the first. Jiggett with it now. And it's stolen. Picked up by Caroline. And the shot is no good for Smith. Rebound, Justices. McDaniels gets it. Now outlet pass to Pope. 1-on-2. She'll hit the lane. Put it up right hand. No. Long rebound comes out to the Justices. Another shot, no. Mock with the board. 20 to go in the quarter. And we'll see if Caroline holds on for the last shot. Brown left wing. Cross-court pass to Mock. She'll drive the lane. Left-hand floater gets not the kind roll. It'll go out of bounds with 8.4 to go. And John Marshall gets one last shot. Gotta hurry. Pope across the timeline with 4, 3, 2, loses the ball, and the quarter will come to a close. Lady Cavs Holiday Classic after 1. It's the home team in front. Caroline 11 and John Marshall 7. Four-point lead for the Cavs, 1 quarter in tonight as we see a familiar face walk in. Mr. Josh Just, former head coach, longtime head coach at Hanover High School football. And, of course, AD there for a short time before moving up here to Caroline a couple of, oh, Lord, it's been more than a couple of years ago now. Yikes, time is flying by. Hanover Powhatan for the championship. That's coming up in our second game of our doubleheader tonight. And that'll complete the first week of our holiday Feast of Hoops. We're back live on the air next Wednesday, a week from today, for the 5th consecutive year. RVA Sports Network with live exclusive coverage of the Henrico Holiday Hoops Tournament. We'll give you all 4 first-round games, another quadruple header, next Wednesday starting at 2:30 Eastern Time on our YouTube channel. Make sure you subscribe now at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. And never miss another Game of the Week broadcast. And we had several new subscribers during our TDIT coverage yesterday. And we thank all of you for joining us on YouTube. We don't spam you. We don't send you endless messages. We only send you email alerts when either A, we post a new video on our YouTube channel, or B, we go live for the Game of the Week, like we just did about 20 minutes ago. Start of the second. Caroline basketball, and they're up by 4. It's 11-7. Rob Witham along with you as they get it to Mock in the lane. She'll drive with the left hand and put it in. Coach over to my left here for John Marshall. Wanted traveling, did not get it. Jiggett with the ball, working baseline. Now runs into a Cavalier. Fight for the ball on the ground. It's up for grabs. Caroline gets it. They got Mock ahead, and Devin lays it up and in. Leading scorer with 6 now, and quickly it's 15-7, 30 seconds into the second, a 4-0 run. Caroline tries to double team Pope in front of us here mid-court, and it'll be a foul instead. It'll go on Michaela Smith, her first, and that is now 5 team fouls on Caroline. But a 4-0 quick run here makes it 15-7 Cavs. Pass in, but stolen. Morton with it. She'll get it down to Bree Morton. Left hand, shot, short. Rebound, Morton had it briefly. And then here comes Weston. It's a held ball. Possession arrow will favor the Justices. Coming up at the half, we'll talk more about our Holiday Feast of Hoops lineup for next week. 3 consecutive days of high school basketball broadcast here on RVASN. We'll also talk about day 1 of the new National Signing Day period in December. Pass almost stolen by the Justices, and then they're going to be committing the backcourt violation. It's 21. McDaniels threw it back to Pope, but Pope had not crossed the timeline. And Brown will take it out right in front of our broadcast position for the Cavs, up by 8. 7-12 and counting, second quarter. We had a lot of football players go ahead and use and take advantage of the early signing period. And we'll talk about that at the break. Mock gets a redirect, puts it up too strong. Fight for the board in the corner. It'll go out of bounds and be last touched by Pope. It'll stay with Caroline, who lead at 15-7 with 6:58 to go before halftime. Inbounds pass up top. That's 5, Bree Morton with it. She gets it over to Smith. Back to Bree. Left side. Jumper up. Rattles out. No good. Fight for the board. Held ball. Possession arrow will stay with the Cavs. Shimane Johnson gets tied up. Doesn't matter if you have the height advantage. If somebody can get those hands underneath and just hang on to the basketball long enough, you'll force the whistle. Inbounds on the baseline. Brown will put up a floater, and back of the iron, no good. Rebound on the floor, and another held ball. That'll go back to John Marshall. So Justice's ball. 6:43 to go here in quarter number 2. 15-7 Caroline. Little backcourt pressure now by the Cavs. Weston double teamed, and we're going to get a held ball. Another held ball. This one will go to Caroline here at midcourt. Brown inbounds it to Smith. 6:30 to go in the half. 15-7 Cavs. Brown right side, trying to find Mock top of the key. Almost lost it. Back to Brown to the right. She'll head to the baseline. Kick it back out front. They'll whip it around. Mock, a long jumper. Short. Rebound. Morton there. Puts it up in and out. No good. Rebound out of bounds. It'll stay with Caroline. Johnson fighting down low, but having a hard time getting the rebound and getting play started and getting John Marshall in transition. 24, Morton out. Mock back in after a brief rest, and 42, Jasmine Chapman checks in for Caroline. McDaniels comes out, and Jones will return with 2 fouls for the Justices. Pass into Brown in the lane, shot short, fight for the board, taken by John Marshall. Johnson finally grabs it and wins the battle. Pope looking to drive. Up with the right hand, too strong. Rebound, Mock. Looking down court, got Bree Morton wide open with the right hand for 2. 6-0 the score in the second quarter to make it 17-7, a 10-point game. And another steal by Caroline, this one at midcourt. Smith left side looking for help. Bree Morton helps on the baseline. Put it up. No, but a foul. And 2 shots are coming. And who's the foul on? Ooh, it's on 23, Jones, and that is her 3rd personal foul. Not good news for the Justices, as Morton, who has 4 points, goes to the line to shoot 2. First shot rattles in. 18-7. And Jones will quickly come out. They'll get McDaniels back in, and Jones's half, I'm sure, is done with 3 personals. Bree Morton once again to shoot. She has 5, shot up, back iron, no, long rebound, fought for. And it's out of bounds to Caroline as Jernetta Karen had the ball but stepped out of bounds, right side across the way here in the Caroline gym. Bree Morton with the inbounds, and she's going to get fouled trying to drive right side. That one will be on McDaniels. It'll be her first and the team's 6th with 5:32 to go in the first half and an 18-7 Caroline lead. .22 Alexis Pitts into the game. She will do the inbounds pass, and it's stolen by Weston. Weston looking to drive, kicks it out. 3-pointer, no. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds, last touched by Devin Mock. And the Justices retain underneath. Inbounded to Pope, left corner. Looking to drive baseline, lost it, out of bounds, last touched by Caroline. They'll retain. Passes into McDaniels, gets it back to Pope left side. Nadine will stop and put up a three. Back, nope, no good, too strong. Fight for the rebound, nice save by Johnson. They'll get it back up top to Karen. Right side to Weston. 5 minutes to go in the half. Weston puts up a jumper. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. Chapman gets it. Tries a down court pass. Mock does to Bree Morton, but it's too strong, out of bounds. Back to John Marshall, who has not scored in the second quarter. 18-7. Justices down 11. Third place on the line here at the 2017 Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. Live from Caroline High School here on the special Holiday Feast of Hoops edition of the Game of the Week on the RBA Sports Network. Jiggett to the right corner. Needs a little help. Passes in the lane, and we're going to get held ball. Possession arrow stays with John Marshall. McDaniels gets tied up at the free throw line. 4:43 to intermission. Pope will take it out for John Marshall. Gets it into McDaniels, and then she loses it. Mock picks it up. She can go all the way, and will. 8 points for Devin Mock, a 9-0 run in this second quarter. It is 20-7. The trap at midcourt works again as Pope's pass intended for Weston is over Lyric's head and out of bounds. Another turnover back to Caroline. 4:25 in the half. 13-point game. Bree Morton quickly to a cutting Mock. Inside, puts it up off the glass just a bit strong. Fight for the rebound, and Pope gets it. Nadine looking to drive. Bree Morton picks her up. She gets around Bree. Up and in. And a chance for a three-point play. The basket is good. Foul is on Smith. It's her second. Sixth foul on the Cavs. And Nadine Pope will look to complete the traditional three-point play. Shots up and good. Justices in the run at 9-0. Get the lead down to 10 at 20-10. Bree Morton, quick pass down low to Chapman. In and a foul. And Jasmine Chapman with a chance to answer with an and one of her own. Foul's going to be on George, and for Demetrius, that's her third. Should be the seventh team foul on John Marshall. Chapman's free throw is good. So the three-point play for Jasmine Chapman. And we're midway through the second quarter at 23-10. Justices got a bit of a run with that three-point play. Chapman answers it on her own. 13-point lead. Justices cross the timeline. Pope with the basketball under 4 to the half. 23-10 our score. Pope to the lane, nothing there. Bounce pass to Weston. She'll put up a three, too strong. Rebound taken by Chapman and then lost out of bounds, and it'll stay underneath with John Marshall. Don't forget, fans, still to come, championship game, Powhatan and Hanover. They're about to tip at J.R. Tucker in their Holiday Classic. Consolation game is Tucker and Cosby. We'll give you updates as soon as we get them. Pope for three. Back iron, no. Rebound. Weston had it, lost it. Caroline gets it. 2-on-1. Mock gets it. Stop. Shot up. No. Rebound. McDaniels. 3:25 left in the half. Weston to Pope. Pope left side. Spins around Morton. Nothing there. Gets caught in the corner. Needs help. Long pass. Weston loses it. Picks it back up near half court. 3:10 to go. Gets it to McDaniels, and it bounces away from her into the hands of Mock. Devin with it. Trying to get across the timeline and does, and then loses the ball off of her leg. Dives to try to save it. It can't across the way, out of bounds. Turnover to John Marshall. 2:59 first half. 23-10. If you're just joining us, Caroline with a big 9-0 run to turn a 4-point lead into this 13-point advantage here in the second quarter. Weston will drive the baseline right side. The floater is too strong. McDaniels had the board, lost it. Chapman gets it. Over to Mock. 3-on-2 developing. Smith with the ball. She'll whip it up top to Pitts. Over to Mock, left side. She'll put up a jumper and draw the foul. That's going to be on Weston. For Lyric, it's her first, and for Mock, a chance to go to the line and add to the Cavalier lead. .235 to go. First free throw will hit the back iron. No good. Mock will get one more. John Marshall's boys ranked 3 in our top 10 poll, getting ready to play in Florida. City of Palms Classic, their game scheduled for the top of the hour. Second shot is good by Mock to give her 9 here in this first half. And Kia Fortune will check in, replacing Bree Morton for Caroline. 24-10 now. Weston, one dribble, lost the ball, got it back. Pass in the lane, Jiggett. She puts it up, rattles in and out, no good. Rebound, Mock. Smith looking down court, trying to pick up the tempo here. Pitts, bounce pass inside to Chapman, back out to Pitts. 2 dribbles to Mock up top. Around, shot, up, no. Chapman board, up, no. Another offensive board for Fortune, and a held ball will keep it with Caroline. 2:04 to the half. 24-10 Cavaliers. Inbounds pass up top to Smith. She has 2 points and 2 fouls this evening. Jumper left side by Pitts is no good. Long rebound is tapped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Caroline again. .154 to the break. Smith over to Fortune inside. Pitts gets it. It was intended for another player. Ended up in her hands. Now a cross-court pass to Fortune. Jumper, no. Rebound, Pope. Double team, lost it. Out of bounds. Last touch by Caroline, and John Marshall will finally pick up possession. Pope swings it to Weston. Her jumper rattles in and out, no good. Rebound, pass, tip, but Smith has it. Right side. Backs up. Up top to Mock. Back over to Smith. Looking for a cutter inside, nothing there. She'll drive the baseline, and we'll get a pushing foul. And the 1-and-1 for Caroline. Fouls on 21, McDaniels, her second. And fouls for the forwards piling up big time for John Marshall here with 1:11 to go before the break. 24-10, Caroline with the lead. Cavaliers have already beaten Patrick Henry, and they played Hermitage tough before falling by 4 earlier this month. Free throw, no good. Long rebound to McDaniels on the 1-and-1. Got it to Pope, but it's stripped by Fortune. Fortune to Pitts, and it's stripped by Jiggett, and we get a foul, a reach in on Fortune after Pope gets the ball. And now the Justices will get to the line in the bonus with 1:03 to go before halftime. LaShawn Bruce will check in for John Marshall. McDaniels will go out with 2 fouls. They definitely don't want her to become the third with 3 before intermission. Pope at the free throw line, the 1-and-1. First shot, good. That one was right in the middle of the net. Nothing but twine, 24-11. See if Justices can get this thing to single digits before the break. 1:03 to do it. Second shot is good. 12-point game, 24-12. Mock to Fortune, almost traveled. Got it to Pitts, left side. Pitts back to Fortune. Baseline jumper. No. Rebound Chapman out to Mock. Devin drives. Swing pass inside. Shot blocked. Rebound Chapman. Shot foul. Foul's going to be on Bruce just into the game. Her first. (24-12), 45.3 in the half, and Chapman back to the line. First shot good. Jasmine is 2 for 2 at the line, looking to make it 3 and put the lead back at 14, which is the biggest lead we've seen so far this afternoon. Shot up. That one gets the kind roll off the front of the iron. And it is 26-12, 40 to go in the half. Jiggett across the timeline, driving right side, pass, shot no, rebound up, in, and a foul. And Shamani Johnson with a chance at the three-point play. Fouls on Chapman, that's her first. And Shamani will go to the free throw line to try to complete the three-point play and get the lead down to 11, 34.4 left in the half. 5 dribbles. Shot is up. Shot is short. No good. Inbounded to Fortune. Caroline up 12. Final 30 seconds. Mock. Back to Fortune. She'll drive and get fouled. Foul will be on Pope. That is her first. And 2 shots on the way for Kia Fortune. Looking for her first points of the game. 26-14, our score. First shot is up and good. Fortune becomes the 7th Cavalier to score in this first half. One more coming. Up, short. Rebound, Weston for John Marshall. Quickly, the Cavs press. Jiggett will break it. It's a 2-on-2, and we'll get a foul. Blocking foul on Smith, and that's her third. So Caroline now has their own set of problems in the foul department. 3 on Smith and a completely needless foul there. And Andrea to the free throw line. Jiggett will try to hit 2. First shot up. Banks in. Her first point of the evening. 27-15. Jiggett with one more free throw attempt. It's up. It's good. 27-16. Final 17 seconds of the half. Pitts will walk it up. To the timeline. Picked up. Fortune with it. Way up top. 5 to go. Pass almost stolen. Pitts bounce to Mock. Shot blocked from behind. Out of bounds. And the horn sounds. And we hit the half here at Caroline High School. Lady Cavs Holiday Classic third place game goes to intermission with the host Cavaliers enjoying an 11-point lead. It's Caroline 27 and John Marshall 16. Well, coming up in just a moment, fans, we're going to take a quick break. When we come back, we will review the first half, get you ready for tonight's championship. And we'll also talk a bit about the new early signing period for high school football seniors that began today, a new 72-hour window in December. And we had several major names put pen to paper. We'll talk about it next on the Halftime Report. Here is our Holiday Feast of Hoops continues on the RBA Sports Network. We're back live at Caroline High School right after this. right, fans, we come back to you live here at Caroline High School halftime. Third place game of the 2017 Lady Cavs Holiday Classic, and the host Caroline Cavaliers leading 27-15. Had to make a quick correction on Twitter. The second free throw for Jiggets was waved off due to a lane violation. And so it ends up being a 12-point game at intermission. 27-15 our score. Still to come, championship game between the Powhatan Indians and the Hanover Hawks, and that is supposed to start at 6:30. It's probably going to start more towards like 6:45 or so. Well, earlier today, a new era in high school football recruiting began, one that we first alerted you to over the summer in an article we wrote at rvasportsnetwork.com. There is a new 72-hour window late December that went into effect this year, where high school seniors can sign their national letters of intent And they do not have to wait for National Signing Day, which this year falls on Wednesday, February the 7th. And we had several area talents go ahead and put pen to paper. The most notable being Kevon Pope, the linebacker from Dinwiddie, who had announced in August that he was going to Ohio State. He made it official, and he signed his NLI today and sent it to Coach Urban Meyer and the Buckeyes. So Pope is on his way to Columbus. Two members of the Hopewell State Championship team also made their commitments official today. Ronnie Walker, who announced late August that he would be going to Indiana, he signed with the Hoosiers, while quarterback Greg Cuffey, who announced about a week or so ago that he was going to go to William and Mary, he signed today for Coach Jimmy Laycock. Over at Washington and Lee, you don't officially sign in Division III, but Jens Ames has committed officially to Washington and Lee, the defending ODAC football champions. So congratulations to him. Hermitage linebacker extraordinaire Mateo Jackson signed officially with James Madison. So he is on his way there, as is Henry Schroeder, lineman from St. Christopher's. He makes the decision and signs today. At Benedictine, Chris Collins makes it official. And he had several months ago said he was going to head to North Carolina, and he signed with the Tar Heels earlier today. One preferred walk-on of note, former Patrick Henry standout Caleb Smith, who transferred this year to Louisa. Caleb was injured. He was not able to play football, so he made the decision to transfer to Louisa so he could finish up his high school work. He will graduate now here in December if he hasn't already. And Caleb will accept a preferred walk-on spot at Virginia Tech. He had originally committed verbally to Wake Forest, but he, instead of going to Wake, he was also offered by the University of Virginia. He is on his way to Virginia Tech as a preferred walk-on, and you'll recall another gentleman from our area who did that a few years ago by the name of Sam Rogers, who worked his way up the depth chart relatively quickly. So good luck to Caleb in Blacksburg. University of Virginia grabs a member of the three-time state champion Highland Springs Springers as Billy Kemp puts pen to paper and signs his national letter of intent today with the Cavaliers. And Jason Jasper at St. Christopher's signs with the Spiders and the University of Richmond. We have a complete list of who signed today, and we'll update it as signing may continue tomorrow and Friday. The period ends Friday night. If you don't sign by then, you have to sign National Signing Day, February 7th. Go to our Facebook page, facebook.com/RVA Sports Network. That's facebook.com/RVA Sports Network. We'll talk more about our holiday Feast of Hoops fans when we get into intermission between the two games. Time's about out for the half. Let's get ready for second half action. It's 27-15, Caroline by 12. Devin Mock, the leading scorer. She's got 9. Jasmine Chapman off the bench with 5, including a key three-point play. You'll recall an and one for John Marshall that ended the 9-0 Cavalier run in the second quarter. And then Chapman answered in the next possession with an and one of her own that stretched the lead back to 13 at 23-10. And since then, the Justices have only been able to shave 1 point off the lead. It's 27-15 as we start second half action. Hanover Powhatan for the title coming up next. Rob Witham along with you here live at beautiful new gym, just a year old here at Caroline High School. John Marshall will work right to left across your PC, tablet, or mobile device, and they will get the ball to start the third quarter. And we're underway. Bounce pass inside to Pope. She's right of the circle. Nadine looking to drive. Pass inside. Lost. Taken by Caroline. Mock with it. Gets it to Brown. Across the timeline, left side. Brown looks to drive, then dumps it inside. Shot good for Tamaya Morton. She's got 5. 29-15. Driving, we get a foul. Jig it to the floor. And the second foul against Devin Mock, leading scorer for Caroline with 9 points. Jiggett will try to inbound it and will to Pope. 30 seconds into the third quarter. Pope, a little push off, got away with it. She'll put a finger roll up and good. Nadine leading John Marshall with 9 of their 17 points, 29-17. Pass not held by Bree Morton, out of bounds to John Marshall. .7:10 in the third. Pope across the timeline. Pope to the left side. Mock will pick her up there. Picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Cross-court pass. Stolen. Bree Morton with it. A 2-on-1. Bree up and good. And Bree's got 7. John Marshall got somebody wide open underneath. They can get it to her. Her shot's too strong, though. And we're going to get a foul off the rebound. That's going to be on Morton. That's her first and the team's second. We'll see these Cavaliers again next Thursday, the 28th, at the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis High School. Quadruple header coverage that day begins at 2:30 here on our YouTube channel. Pope will take it out underneath her own basket. Quick one, in, shot, short. And the rebound to Mock. George misses the jumper. Ball tapped out of bounds, and it will stay with Caroline. Caroline opens the Southerner Classic next Wednesday against McLean High School at 2:30. They'll play either for third place at 2:30 on Thursday the 28th or for the championship at 5:30. We're going to cover both of those games here live on YouTube so you can listen in. Baseline jumper, 2 bounces and out. Fight for the rebound underneath, and it's a held ball. Possession arrow will stay with the home team. Caroline 31, John Marshall 17, 6:19 in the third. Looking up top, they got it to Brown. Brown gets around Weston. Shot blocked, but we get a foul. 2 shots coming. And the foul's on Weston. That's her second. And that's the first team foul against John Marshall here in the second half. First shot for Brown is good. And Naisha has 3 this evening. That's her first made free throw. Second one, good. 33-17 Cavaliers. Jiggett breaks the press, drives straight to the hoop, too strong. Rebound, up and in. Jariah Jones for 2. 33-19 the score. Bree Morton looking inside, got it up and in with the assist to Tamaya Morton. Man, how did Bree get that in there? Nice play. 35-19. Jiggett driving right side again, pushes it back. Up top, it's Pope. Pope lost the ball, but it lands in Weston's hands. She's going to get double teamed and a held ball. Possession will stay with John Marshall, down 16 at 5:32 left in the third. And our title game still to come, Powhatan and Hanover. Jiggett gets the inbounds pass to Pope on the baseline. Floater up, no. Rebound by John Marshall. Kick it back out to Jiggett. She'll drive, put it up, draw the foul. And that might be 3 on Brianna Morton. And it is. So 2 shots for Jiggett coming up. First shot is up and hits the back iron, no. Second shot will get the kind roll and go in. (35-20), 5:15. Press broken. Pass inside to Morton. No, too strong. Mock gets the rebound, lost it, and then stolen by Smith in the left corner. She'll reset up top. Pass left side over to Jordan Copper into the game. Brown hands it off to Morton. Tamaya inside. She's had a great third quarter. 6 for her in the first 3 and 10, and it's 37-20. Pass intended for Weston, picked off by Caroline. Copper to Smith up top. And they'll set it up at 4:35 in the third. Copper's going to drive, put it up off the glass, too strong. Fight for the rebound, taken by John Marshall. It's Pope, double team, pass to Jiggett across the timeline. She'll head down to the lane, put it up, no, and a foul. Personal foul on Tamaya Morton. That's her second. They've hit the half in the third place game at the Ralph Crockett Classic at J.R. Tucker High School. Cosby 23 and J.R. Tucker 17. First free throw for Jiggett is too strong, no good. And John Marshall wants a timeout. It'll be a 30-second timeout. And one more free throw coming for Jiggett, with Caroline leading 37-20. 4:21 left in the third. Powhatan and Hanover patiently awaiting their opportunity to hit the floor and play for the championship. We saw 2 trophies raised by 2 Trinity Episcopal teams last night at the Richmond Coliseum. And congratulations to both the Titan boys and girls for winning the Times Dispatch Invitational. Only the second school ever to sweep both titles in the same year. Out of the timeout, Jiggett's second free throw, back iron too strong, and Mock with the board. Quickly to Smith. She brings it up at 4:15 in the third. She'll back it out, get a pick from Brown, pass it back to Brown up top. Looking for Mock in the lane, got her. Devin drives, up, no. Rebound, fought for, and won by Bruce of John Marshall. Heading down the lane, pass intended for Brown. It'll go out of bounds, and last touched by Caroline. Almost a travel here by Bruce before she let that pass go. 37-20. Inbounds pass stolen by Brown. 1-on-2 here. She'll put it up and draw the foul. Aggressive to the hoop to get to the free throw line. And the foul will go on Kamaya Brown. That's her first. And 2 shots coming for Nyasia Brown, who has scored 4 points this evening. First free throw will roll in. 3 of her 5 points at the free throw line, all of them coming in this third quarter. 3:49 left, 38-20. She'll hit another. Biggest lead of the night is 19 points. 39-20, 3:45 to go. Bruce, pass knocked away by Brown, stolen at midcourt. She'll head down and draw another foul. And will continue to try to eat at the 3 free throw line. Fouls on Bruce, that's her second. And that'll be 3 on John Marshall here in quarter number 3. Brown back to the line, first shot up, and will get the kind roll. She now has 7, 5 at the line, all here in this third period. Second shot, good. Cool as a cucumber. Nyasia Brown with 8 points, and it's 41-20. Cavaliers comfortably up 21. Jiggett breaks the press, travels up, puts up the shot, draws the foul. She'll go back to the line. Foul is going to be on Nyasha Brown. That'll be her second foul. 5 team fouls now on Caroline. Jiggett with 2 points, both at the line this evening. First free throw is short, no good. One more coming at 3:29 here in the third. Official is ready. Gives the ball to Jiggett. The shot, back iron, no. Long rebound. Pope trying to save it in the corner, and she does. She'll drive the baseline and put the floater in for 2. Couldn't find a cutter, so she took care of it herself. 41-22. Quick pass down court to Copper. She'll drive, put it up, no. Mock with the rebound, and she'll travel. She wanted to go back up, couldn't. Then she wanted to try to dribble out and committed the turnover. Top of the hour means VCU women basketball set to tip against Georgetown at this hour at Siegel Center. The return of Dorothy Adamako of Cosby, now a senior for the Hoyas. Georgetown VCU, check that, that's in 24 hours. Looking for a jump ball, tie up at midcourt, and we'll get it as Smith ties it up with Karen. And Carolina will force the turnover. And Nyasha will take it out right here in front of our broadcast position. 3:05 here in the third, 41-22. Pass into Smith. She'll get picked up by Weston. Keeps the dribble alive. And a timeout called for by Caroline. Timeout, Cavs up 19 with the ball and 2:59 to go at 41-22. Fans, a reminder, all of our Game of the Week broadcasts are archived on our YouTube channel. So if you want to go back and relive last night's 2 TDIT championship games, they are always available at youtube.com/RBA Sports Network. And again, congratulations to both Trinity Episcopal, the boys and the girls, for winning the Times-Dispatch Invitational last evening. The boys with what a battle with Verina. Just a fantastic high school basketball game. Made you proud to be a high school basketball fan. Trinity survived 61-58 to claim the title. And the Titan girls ending the 3-year championship reign of Highland Springs with a 59-51 win. And, of course, we also brought you the third-place games, which saw Highland Springs win the boys' game. And an incredible comeback for Hopewell's girls to beat Cosby by 1. And it's all archived and available at any time at youtube.com/RBA Sports Network. 2:59 to go, third quarter, out of the timeout. It's 41-22. Caroline's timeout. They get reset. They have possession. Pitts, Copper, Smith, Morton, and Mock on the floor. Pass inbounds came to back court. Justices are saying, hey, wait a minute. Caroline got the ball in front court, called timeout. Therefore, if it went back court, there should be a violation. And they confer, and they decide that is not the case. Nyasha gets it back in. They get it back to Brown from Copper. She'll drive, put it up, and good on the right side. Nyasha Brown for 2. She's got 8 this quarter and 10 for the game. A double team near midcourt and a foul on Caroline. That's on Mock, and that's her third. She was the leading scorer until that basket for Brown to give her 10 to lead the Cavs. Inbounded to Jiggett. 2:35 in the third. She'll drive in the lane, put it up too strong off the glass, fight for the rebound. Pitts had it, lost it. Jiggett gets it. Bounce pass outside. Weston, top of the key. Her shot is in for 2. Furt on the line, 43-24. Down court to Morton. She'll drive, put it up, and draw the foul on Kamira Brown. Her second. Tamaya Morton will go to the free throw line. So Tamaya to the free throw line. She has 9 tonight. 6 of them in this third quarter. First shot off the back of the iron, no good. Brianna Morton's going to check back in. Mock's going to come out with that third personal foul for a bit. So again, our apology, fans. Georgetown VCU tomorrow night, 24 hours from now at 6 at the Siegel Center. Second shot is good. 44-24. Jiggett looking to drive on Pitts. Puts it up. Foul. Push from behind. And Jiggett back to the line. It's on 22, Alexis Pitts. That's her first. And John Marshall's in the bonus now. Two shots for Jiggett. First shot rims out. No good. Second shot coming. It is up and good. Full court pressure. Pitts gets it for Caroline. Pass down intended for Morton. Too far to the left. Couldn't outstretch her arms enough to get to it. Out of bounds. Turnover to John Marshall. Boys basketball at the half just in. Louisa 20, Midlothian 16. That is a Region 4B battle. Two teams that could see each other come postseason time in February. Pope in the lane, up good, and a foul. Nadine to the line to try to get the three-point play. Fouls on Pitts, quickly picks up 2. 8 team fouls on Caroline. And Pope will try to make it 44-28. She's got 13 points to lead John Marshall. Make it 14. 7 in each half. 44-28 Caroline. Brown quickly down court. Keeps the dribble alive. Puts up a floater up the glass for 2. Anaya's had a quarter to remember. 46-28, a minute 40 to go. Pope working on Brown and will get the foul on her. And that's her third. This game is going to stretch out, fans, and become a foul and a free throw-a-thon in the final 9:38 of regulation. A minute 38 to go here in the third. Obviously, our championship will not start at 6:30. So we're 10 after 6 and in the third quarter. Shot up short. We got a lane violation on John Marshall. And that opportunity to get 2 points goes by the board for the Justices. Turnover to Caroline. 46-28. Long pass intended for Morton. And again, a bit too high. Can't get it. Out of bounds. And coach is going to bring Mock right back in, even though she has 3 personals. Haley Pitzer will also come in for the first time tonight for the Cavs. 46-28. John Marshall basketball, down 18. Quick shot off the inbounds pass, no. Mock with the rebound for Caroline. Smith brings it up. Picked up by Weston. Drives away from her, baseline, Morton inside, intercepted, and then picked back up. Pitzer has it, over to Copper for 3, off the bank and good. Using the glass to her advantage, Jordan Copper makes it 49-28. Floater in the lane for Pope is good. And it should be 49-30. Pass, got it to Smith across the timeline. 45 to go in the third. Keeps the dribble alive, heads up, puts up the shot, no. Rebound, Pope. John Marshall will push it. Smith will come up, try to get it, knock it out of bounds, and it'll be Caroline ball here at midcourt. Scoreboard correct, 49-30 our score, 34 left in the third. Smith right side, picks up the dribble, up top to Pitzer, across to Mock. Mock will drive, put it up, too strong. Rebound there to get it in is Brianna Morton. And she's got 9. 51-30. Pope in the lane, floater. No. Mock with the rebound, 10 to go in the quarter. Smith down court. And a pass to Brianna Morton, too hot. She couldn't handle it. Turn over to the Justices. They have 6.6 seconds to get something done. They'll also get the ball if the held ball doesn't happen here in the last 6.5 seconds. Pope with it. Got to hurry. Drive. Up with the baseline. Draws the foul with 1.2 to go. Pitzer will commit her first. And now double bonus the rest of the way for John Marshall. That one was in the act of shooting, so 2 anyway. 51-30. Pope's first shot, no. Gets one more at 1.2 seconds left. Second shot is now up and good. 51-31, final tick off the clock. We are through 3 tonight here at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. And Caroline enjoys the 20-point lead. It is 51-31. Coming up, fans, probably about 15-20 minutes after this one, we'll have our championship game, Powhatan, Hanover. Still to come, second half of our doubleheader here tonight. And then that'll wrap up the first week of our Holiday Feast of Hoops. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, though, 10 live high school basketball games, 4 Wednesday, 4 Thursday, 2 Friday, all exclusively on the RVA Sports Network. Henrico Holiday Hoops first round action on Wednesday at 2:30 p.m. Thursday, we head to Lee Davis for the Southerner Classic third place and championship games, both boys and girls, also at 2:30. And then on Friday, we're back to Henrico for Championship Friday at Henrico Holiday Hoops. We will live tweet the 7th and 5th place games. We'll broadcast the third place and championship games. We'll go live next Friday night, 5:30 p.m. All games on our YouTube channel. Subscribe now. Never miss another game of the week special at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. John Marshall ball to start the fourth, up 51-31 is the home team Caroline. Pope is stripped, battle for the ball down low, and it'll be a held ball, possession arrow to Caroline. 6 seconds into the final period. Justices down by 20. Okay, now we just had a very interesting thing happen. Nobody knew until after the whistle blew and realized Caroline played that sequence with 4 players. And, technically, Brown doesn't have to check in because she was the 5th Cavalier, but she does. Wow. All right, 6 seconds in. They get the pass into Brown midcourt. She'll drive right around Morton. And in for 2. And Nyasia Brown has had a huge second half for the Cavaliers. 53-31. Pope up top. Leading scorer for the Justices tonight. Spins in the lane. Shot blocked. Morton down court. Smith wide open with the left hand for 2. Michaela Smith has 4 now. 55-31. And the home Caroline Cavaliers looking to head to third place in their tournament. Foul as Jiggett was driving. It'll be on Brown. That's her 4th. John Marshall has any hope for a miracle comeback. They need to get a couple of these Cavaliers fouled out of the game. Brown has 4. Smith, Brianna Morton, and Mock all have 3. You could limit a couple of those players out of the rotation. Maybe you could put something together in the double bonus. First free throw is up and no good. You've got to hit your free throws now. Can't leave any points on the table. Down 24 with 7:19 to play. Jiggett ready. Second free throw coming. It's up. Back iron, no good, but the long rebound. Lyric will get it. Weston, bounce pass to Jiggett, and stolen. Caroline, Smith, right side, bounce pass to Brown, off the glass for 2. Brown for 2, great assist by Smith, 57-31, 7 minutes remaining. Weston, long jumper, in and out, no good, rebound from Mock. Smith across the timeline, Brown in the corner for 3. A bit too strong, and we'll get a foul, and if that's over the top for Brown, her night is done. And it is. So Nyasha Brown will foul out with 16 points, 14 of them in the second half. And to the line, Pope for 2 in the double bonus with 6:43 to go. First free throw is no good. One more coming for Pope. Shot is up and good. What a second half for Nyasha Brown. 14 of her 16 points come in 9 minutes and 20 seconds. She fouls out with a little under 7 to go. Smith up top. Pass intended for Copper. Right as she made the pass, Copper cut toward the basket and it goes out of bounds. Turnover to John Marshall. So you know what needs to happen here if you're a Justices fan. You need to score and score in a hurry. Pope. First shot there. Back iron, no on the drive. Rebound to out of bounds, and it will go to Caroline. Last touched by Demetia Daniels in the game, number 13 for the Justices. They go to the 4th at the Ralph Crockett Classic third place game. Boys basketball. Cosby 25 and J.R. Tucker 22. Now they reverse the call and say it's Justice's ball. Pope gets it into Jiggett. She'll fire a 3, way too strong. Rebound for Copper. 6:10 to play. They get it to Smith. She'll drive right down the lane, put it up, and draw the foul. Likely will be on Daniels, and if it is, it's her first. And it is. And Smith will go to the line to shoot 2. She's got 4 points tonight on 2 field goals. First free throw is up and good. Second shot coming. 26-point game now. Smith ready and makes it. 59-32. 6 minutes to play. Pope up top. Copper on her, gets around her, floater, back iron, gets the rolling in. Quick pass down to Copper. She's all alone. She will lay it up and in for 2. And Copper has 5, and it's 61-34. Pope in the lane, in, and a foul. Foul's going to be on Copper. That's her first. And Pope will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play, but time running out for John Marshall. 61-36 now, Caroline. Pope will try to get the 37th point for the Justices. Shot is up, rattles in and out and in. Uses every part of the iron to go in the basket, 61-37. Smith weaving her way. Bounce pass, shot blocked. Rollins into the game for Caroline. And her shot swatted away right baseline. It'll stay with the Cavaliers. Rollins will get it. Will get it. Shot is no good. Long rebound comes out to Copper. Caroline will keep it. 5:15 and counting. Smith kicks it out. Short baseline jumper, no good. Rebound. Copper again. Back up top to Smith. Looking inside for Mock. Found her. Up and in. Devin Mock was the leading scorer for Carolina the first half with 9. That's her first points of the second half. 63-37, 4:50 to go. Jiggett drives, bounce pass inside. Shot up too strong by Daniels. Rebound Mock. John Marshall's had several opportunities tonight as Copper loses it out of bounds far side. John Marshall get it in their own front court. They've had several wide open layup opportunities, and most of them, they've just put way too much on it, and it's missed the rim entirely on the other side. Pope drives, stops, jumper well short. Rebound Mock. Gets it to Smith. Under 4:30 to play. High off the iron, way too strong. Rebound. Kicks out to Lyric Weston. Weston looking for help. Gets it from Jiggett. She'll stop, put up a long three. No good. Long rebound to Weston. She'll put it up. No. Rebound, Caroline. Jiggett tucks it out of bounds, and it'll be Caroline basketball in front of the Justices bench. 4 minutes, 7 seconds to play. Copper back to Smith. She'll shoot a three. Too long. Weston gets the board. Stripped away. Shot up and good for Kirsten Mosby. Her first two of the evening. 65-37. And Caroline all well on their way to third place here in the tournament as Pope throws one up, gets fouled, and it rattles in on a line drive. Foul will be on Smith, her fourth. Pope has 25 of their 39 points. And now looking to make it 26 of 40 and to complete another three-point play. And does. Pitts will check back in for the Cavaliers. And Smith will head to the bench with 4 fouls and 6 points with 3:37 remaining. We're going to get a timeout for Caroline before the throw-in at 3:37 remaining. It's a 30-second timeout. And on Twitter, we send out a coverage advisory on both the RBA Sportsnet and Hanover Sports at our championship game, Hanover and Powhatan, will begin late. And as soon as we have an approximate tip time after this one is complete, we'll let you know on Twitter and, of course, here as you listen live on the RBA Sports Network. Final 3:37. Caroline High School. Rob Witham along with you live on the RBA Sports Network as we approach 6:30 on this Wednesday evening. Inbounds pass almost stolen by Weston. Out of bounds, and it'll stay with Caroline. Still hustling, even though they're down 25 with 3:36 now to play. There will be some Colonial District teams that John Marshall can hang with. Maggie Walker is one. Hermitage may be another. And we get a foul in the backcourt on Daniels. That's 16 fouls on John Marshall. They got to get one more to put Caroline in the bonus. And again, trying to extend the game as long as they can. Got a steal. Down the lane, up and no good. And the rebound comes back to Karen, but she was still out of bounds when she grabbed it. Bounce pass in. Having some trouble. Pitts gets it. Bounce pass down to Brianna Morton. She's open and puts it in for two. Pitts with good court awareness there in the backcourt to be able to get the bounce pass and let Brianna do the rest. 67-40. 3 minutes left in our third place game. Pope has 26, working on Pitts. Drive, shot, too strong. Rebound, Mock. Stripped, and then Mock takes it right back, heads to the floor, gets it to Pitts. Pitts' pass is knocked away. Weston with it, loses it. Jiggett gets it back, tries to pass it, and a foul. It'll be on Pitts, her third, and the Justices to the line for two. We are likely looking at least a 7 o'clock tip-off for Powhatan Hanover fans, in case you're just tuning in for the championship game, as our third place game rolling along at a rather snail's pace thanks to a plethora of fouls and free throws. First shot good for Jiggett and one more coming. Up? No. Long rebound to Mosby. Knocked out of bounds. They'll say it's last touched by Mosby. They get it into Pope. She'll put up a long three-pointer, no good. Quickly goes to get her own rebound. Shot well short. Rebound to Mock. Pitts with it, looking down court. Bounce pass in the corner and too strong for Copper, out of bounds. 2:20 remaining, 67-41. Caroline with the lead. Jiggett for three. Back iron, no. Long rebound. Shot good. It's a two for Karen. Janetta finally gets on the scoreboard, 67-43. Trying to get a steal. Brianna Morton down to Fortune, and her lay-in is good. 1:50 to go and counting, 69-43. Jiggett, baseline jumper, well too strong. Pope fights for the rebound, and down we go onto the floor, and the held ball possession will stay with John Marshall. Hanover Powhatan coming up for the championship, fans, as the fans continue to pile in here at Caroline High. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, Pitts. Looking down court for Morton. Able to find her. Shot up. No good. Rebound, out of bounds. Last touch by Caroline. 1:28 left. 69-43. Caroline again next in the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis. They play McLean High School at 2:30 next Wednesday. Three-pointer by Karen is good left side. 69-46. Baseball pass inbounds to Brianna Morton. She gets it on the baseline. Now to a cutting Pitts. Her shot will go high off the glass as it can and in. Almost hit the apparatus, which would have been a violation. Final minute, 71-46. Shot blocked baseline by Mock. Out of bounds to stay with John Marshall. Shot up and good. A 2 off the inbound for Jiggett. Pitts down to Morton again. Layup and in. And the last few minutes, a track meet here, but it does help the game come to a close with it no longer in doubt. Hasn't been for quite some time. 73-48. Pope with the basketball. Jiggett will drive in, put it up, no. Rebound, Morton. 18 to go, stolen from behind by Jiggett. She'll put it up, no in the lane, out of bounds, stays with John Marshall. Three-pointer Karen is short. Rebound comes out to Pope. Bounce pass inside and a foul. Fouls on Pitts. That's her fourth. 5.4 left. See if the Justices can crack 50 here tonight. First shot up, good. Weston now with 5 points, 73-49. And one final one coming. Up and in and out, no good. Rebound to Mock. And the final seconds should come off the board. 73-49 will be your final score. So congratulations to the Cavaliers of Caroline as they pick up the win tonight, 73-49. And a good game tonight for several Cavaliers. Nyasha Brown with a huge third quarter, 14 of 16 points coming in a 9-minute stretch before she fouls out early in the fourth. Devin Mock with 11. Brianna Morton, 8 in the second half. She'll end up with 13 on the night. And Tamaya Morton, 10 points, so 4 in double figures tonight. Nadine Pope leads John Marshall, 7 in the first half, 19 in the second, 26 points total. Jiggett with 6. Weston and Karen with 5 points apiece. All right, fans. They have put 20 on the clock. Shortly, Hanover and Powhatan will hit the floor. The Hanover girls are right here to our right on the far side. They're going to clean the floor real quick, and then they'll put 20 and start counting it on the clock. We'll get the starting lineups, and we're looking at about a 7 o'clock tip-off time between Powhatan and Hanover for the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship. It's Game 2 of our doubleheader. Night number 2 of our Holiday Feast of Hoops 2017 here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're going to take a timeout, grab a quick drink of water and a break. Come back, we'll review our Game 1 and get ready for our Game 2. And we'll also look ahead to next week's action, as there will be tons of basketball all over the area and some teams even going out of state to play, including one that's in action out of state as we speak. And that's number 3, John Marshall, in our boys' top 10. John Marshall falls here to Caroline in the third-place game at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. More basketball still to come. Championship game on the way. Hanover Powhatan coming up, about 25 minutes from now. We're back in just a few moments here on the RVA Sports Network.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Masterwood & West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
The following is an exclusive sports presentation of the RVA Sports Network. And we come to you live, fans, courtside at Caroline High School. It is time for the 2017 Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship game. The Powhatan Indians on our left, warming up here at Caroline High School. And over to our right, it's the Hawks of Hanover. Championship on the line here at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic 2017. And you can hear it live and exclusively here on the RVA Sports Network on our YouTube channel. Embeddable player is right now at the top of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com. And we just tweeted out links on both the RVA Sportsnet and Hanover Sports. Hope you'll join us. YouTube.com/RVA Sports Network. As we'll send out a quick preview on Twitter at the RVA Sportsnet. Rob with them along with you. Thanks so much for being with us as part of your Wednesday evening. As we are about 11 minutes away from starting lineups and the tip of tonight's championship game. Just a little while ago, Caroline, the home team, the host team, they get a win 73-49 over John Marshall to finish third in their tournament. We mentioned again that Caroline next will be in the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis, and we're going to be there for day number 2. Next Thursday, the 28th. So Caroline will start the tournament against McLean in the girls bracket next Wednesday at 2:30. If they win, they'll go to the 5:30 championship game Thursday. If they lose, they'll play in the third place game at 2:30. And either way, we'll have live coverage of Caroline girls basketball again next week at the Southerner Classic, as we'll have 4 games next Wednesday, 4 games next Thursday, and 2 games next Friday. Our Holiday Feast of Hoops 2017 rolls on. 16 live high school basketball games over 10 days, exclusively on RVASN. Next week on Wednesday, we go to Henrico Holiday Hoops at Henrico High School for the 5th consecutive year. We bring you all 4 first-round games. Quadruple header coverage starts at 2:30. Then, on Thursday, we're in Mechanicsville at the Southerner Classic, and we'll bring you both third place and championship games, just like we did at the Times Dispatch Invitational last night. And that'll start Thursday at 2:30 at Lee Davis. And then Friday, we're back to Henrico. We will live tweet the 5th and 7th place games. We will broadcast on YouTube live online radio coverage of the third place and championship games at Henrico Holiday Hoops. And that will put a wrap on our live 2017 coverage here on the RVA Sports Network. But our 2018 coverage, well, first of all, we're starting off with a big one. As on Thursday night, January 4th, we'll be live at Cosby High School, as it will be number 2 Cosby, coming off 2 very tough losses in the Times Dispatch Invitational Tournament. They'll get back in action against Midlothian January 2nd. And then 2 nights later, they will welcome in number 3 unbeaten LC Bird. Skyhawks Titans live January 4th at 7 Eastern, here only on the RVA Sports Network. And then we have more January basketball action that we are this close to announcing. And as soon as we have it made completely official, we, of course, will let you know. Broadcast schedule always available at the top of the page at RVASportsNetwork.com. Final score in from J.R. Tucker while we had our break. And it's the Cosby Titan boys with a 39-33 win over the Tigers in the third-place game at the Ralph Crockett Classic. Their championship is set to tip at 7:15. It will be Henrico and Petersburg playing for the title over on Parham Road. And, of course, we'll see Henrico in action in their first game at Henrico Holiday Hoops on Wednesday the 27th. They opened the tournament hosting Thomas Dale in that first round. And again, Game of the Week broadcast schedule always available on the right-hand side of the page at rbasportsnetwork.com. Well, we turn the page and get set for tonight's championship game as we get ready for Hanover and Powhatan. Season started uneven for the Hawks of Hanover, playing a Mills Godwin team that lost some to graduation last year, had some good returnees back, but there were some questions about them. And in the end, it was a 20-point win for the Eagles over the Hawks. Hawks kind of took that out on Dinwiddie in their second game and have been doing quite well ever since. Meanwhile, Powhatan comes in tonight undefeated. Their record is now 5-0. They opened the season with a win at Goochland. They also have a win over Dinwiddie. They defeated Albemarle by 6, Orange by 10 in Jefferson District action. And then last night, got the win here over Caroline, 52-48, to advance to the championship round, where they will play, of course, the Hawks of Hanover. So Powhatan in with a record of 5-0, and Powhatan has more winter break action too. They are part of Douglas Freeman's Holiday Bash next week. They'll be there on Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. And then when they get back to action in the new year, they will host Clover Hill on January 3rd. And then they are exclusively back to Jefferson District play until their last scheduled game of the regular season on February 7th. They are scheduled to host Midlothian. As for Hanover, we mentioned the opening loss to Mills Godwin. They come back, get the win over Dinwiddie on the first Friday of the season. They lose a game on a Friday night to Patrick Henry to the weather. Back on December 8th, the snow forced the postponement of that game. It's now been rescheduled for January the 23rd. They lost to Varina 76-43 last week. And then they bounced back and beat John Marshall last night here 62-20 in the first round to get to tonight's championship game. So they come in with a record of 3-2. Hanover will head to Parkview up in Sterling, Virginia, and play in a holiday tournament there next week on Thursday the 28th, as well as Friday the 29th. So there you go, fans. 5-0 Powhatan, 3-2 Hanover. Final warm-ups continuing. We're going to take one more quick timeout, catch our breath, and when we come back, it will be starting lineups and the opening tip. Hawks and Indians for the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship. All still to come. Doubleheader coverage here tonight, live and exclusively on the RBA Sports Network. We're back in a moment. Worldwide, Coach. Worldwide. As we come back to you live courtside here at Caroline High School, live at our YouTube channel. Rob with them along with you. Thanks for being with us, fans, for doubleheader action on this Wednesday evening. Caroline gets the win, the third-place game over John Marshall, 73-49, despite 26 points from Nadine Pope to lead the Justices. Nyasia Brown scores 14 of her 16 in a 9-minute stretch, third and early fourth quarter before she fouls out. But by then, the damage was done, and the Cavaliers pick up a win and finish third place here at home in their holiday tournament. The championship about to be decided. It'll either be 3-2 Hanover, who beat John Marshall to get here, or Powhatan at 5-0, undefeated with a win over Caroline by 4 last night in first round action. Fans, don't forget, while we have a quick second here, subscribe to our YouTube channel. It is the easiest way to make sure that you never miss another live RVA Sports Network Game of the Week broadcast. When you subscribe, you get an email from us only when we do the following 2 things. Number 1, go live on the air with the Game of the Week, or 2, post a new video on our YouTube channel. For example, when we've had the post-game press conference for Highland Springs in their state football championship 2 weeks ago, as soon as we posted it on YouTube, subscribers got an alert so they could watch it. Subscribers got an alert tonight, 5 p.m. on email to tell them that we were live here on the air at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. We don't spam you. We don't throw advertisers at you. We don't do any of that. So we're as kind as we can be. So we ask you to subscribe now at youtube.com/RVA Sports Network and never miss another live Game of the Week broadcast. Looks like we will have a national anthem up in just a moment. Hanover at their bench. They're to our left. Powhatan heading to theirs. They are to our right. And again, the Indians trying to stay undefeated on this young season. It would be 6-0 if they are able to pick up the victory tonight. Hanover currently at 3-2. And again, both teams are in action next week. Powhatan at Douglas Freeman's tournament. Hanover will be traveling up north to Sterling to take place, to be a part of, I should say, a tournament at Park View High School. Head coach Christy Henderson with last-second instructions for Powhatan. Coach Mike Rohr doing the same for Hanover. Starting lineups coming up in just a moment. And we'll get this championship started right here about 7 o'clock. While we have a quick second just in, thanks to our friends at CBS 19 Sports, Louisa knocks off Midlothian in overtime in boys basketball action, 46-43. And guess who scored the winner? Malik Bell. 46-43, Louisa beats Midlothian. That's an overtime boys game in regular season action. Here's your starting lineup for Hanover. Number 11, Shelby Walker. Joined by the sophomore sensation, number 15, Jordan Davis, who put up 33 in a win the other night. She'll be joined by Madison Miller, number 23, as well as Julia Mardigan. Julia, a freshman this year, and Sarah Johnson at center, rounding out your starting 5 for the 3-2 Hawks of Hanover. And now the lineup for the 5-0 Indians of Powhatan. Kylie Mayolo starts at 1 guard, and Sophie Jakomski will start at the other. Maggie Salamonski is at forward, and she had a fantastic night last night in the win over Caroline. She's joined in the front court by 34, Katie Henderson. And number 40, who will have to get their name really quick because 40 was not on ours. That's Kelsey Moyer. Okay. We did have her, but we had her under a different number at 24. All right. We are set Game of the week, Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship game about to get started. Quick announcement before we get started. A quick moment to send out a tweet to let everybody know that the game has begun, and we'll have action for you here on the RVA Sports Network. Thanks for being with us, fans. Thanks for your patience, too, as we're about 30 minutes behind on the original schedule. Should have been a 6:30 game. And we're tipping off right at 7 o'clock. Here in Bowling Green, Virginia. You ready, fans? Here we go. Johnson and Henderson at center court. And the tip is controlled by Hanover. They'll work left to right across your tablet, PC, or mobile device. Walker. Over to Miller, back to Walker right side. One dribble. Stops, tries to find room inside, nobody there. Gets it to Davis. Jordan will look to drive in the middle, kicks it out. Now an open Miller for three. It's too strong, and the rebound will come down to Powhatan and Salamonski, and we're going to get a foul on the floor. And it's a quick first foul on Jordan Davis. And if there's one player that Hanover can ill afford to have in foul trouble tonight, it is her, the sophomore, Jordan Davis, number 15. Backcourt pressure. Salamonski across the timeline for Powhatan. Gets it to Henderson. Henderson up top, feeds Mayolo. Kylie will run the point. Salamonski right side. Bounce pass to Jakomski. It is stolen by Davis. Jordan down the lane. Stops, turns, puts it up. No good. Fights for the board, gets it, and draws the foul. Davis will be very aggressive offensively tonight, even with that quick first foul. Foul's going to be on Moyer. That's her first and the team's first, and Davis to the line to try to put the first points of the night on the board for either team. First shot is up and rolls out. No good. And Davis will get one more. .708 to go, 52 seconds in, no score. Davis with her second free throw attempt. It is up and it is short, no good. And Salamonski grabs the rebound. And we're going to get a foul. Oh my, it's on Davis. And she's got 2 fouls in 55 seconds. And Jordan to the bench. A big blow to Hanover early. With a minute gone by and no score. Salamonski passed to Mayolo, almost intercepted. Salamonski in the corner now, looking for help. Gets it from Moyer. Jump shot in the lane is good. Kelsey puts Powhatan up 2-0. Miller, double team, loses it, falls to the floor. Mayolo with it, driving, trying to get around a Hawk and Will for 2. Jessica Russell into the game. For Hanover. Walker. Bounce pass to Johnson up top. Right side to Miller. Miller across the way. Walker for 3. No. Rebound, Henderson. They'll get it to Mayolo, and she'll come across the timeline. We may have a number discrepancy. Fans will have to check in a moment. Salamonski back to Mayolo. Over to Moyer, inside to Henderson, triple teamed. Ball kicks out. Mayolo has it. Henderson, turnaround jumper in the lane is good. 6-0 Powhatan. Davis already on the bench with 2 personals for Hanover. Mardigan loses the ball. Mayolo will pick it up and get the basket. Timeout, Hanover. Huge start, Powhatan. Powhatan opens on an 8-0 run. 5:36 left here in the first quarter. Davis already hampered with 2 personal fouls. All right, fans, check the official scorebook. Made sure we had our numbers correct. Thank you for your patience on that. 8-0. Powhatan, this run has come in the last 85, 84 seconds. It was no score when Davis missed 2 free throws, and then she fouled her second foul just a few seconds later. Johnson in the lane, 2 dribbles, turn around off the glass, good, and a foul. Sarah Johnson gets Hanover on the board. And now 2 fouls on Meyer for Powhatan. Three-point play opportunity. And it's good. And the Hawks on the board down 8-3. Steal. Hawks with it. Shot in and out. No good. Henderson got the ball, lost it off of Moyer's head, out of bounds to Hanover underneath their own basket. Eight 3 the score. 5:18 left here in the first. And they're going to put Davis into the game with 2 fouls. This is rolling the dice early. Adriana Jacobson for Hanover as well. Miller looking to get the pass in. She'll get it up top to Mardigan. Over to Davis. Her jumper is short. Rebound Henderson. Coach is telling Davis to get out of the double team. Don't need her to pick up foul number 3. 8-3, 5 minutes to go. First quarter. Powhatan by 5. Caitlin Hicks into the game. Pass over to Charlotte Kramer, who's in, and we're going to get a traveling call as Salamonski falls to the floor underneath her own basket. And the turnover goes to the Hawks. Miller to Davis. A little bit of backcourt pressure. Davis across the timeline. Double team. Back out top to Miller. Miller across the way to Mardigan. Julia bounce pass to Miller. Abigail Long, no, check that. Ellen Palia into the game, number 40. Miller up top, into the corner for Jacobs. On the baseline, nothing there. Back to Miller, trying to be patient, yet aggressive. Mardigan, nothing there. Miller again to the left. Pass again to Julia. Bounce pass inside. Goes out of bounds and last touched by Jordan Davis of Hanover. They have hit halftime in Florida. John Marshall trailing 40-37 at the City of Palms Classic. Drive for Powhatan, shot short. Rebound to Hanover. 4 minutes to go first quarter. Davis for 3. In and out, no. Rebound, fought for, kicks out to Kylie Mayolo. And Kylie will walk it up and hit the timeline. 3:45 in the first, it's 8-3. Henderson will punch a three-pointer, and it's good. Katie Henderson for 3. 11-3, Powhatan. The 8-0 run, the difference early on. Miller, left side, picks up the dribble. Long cross-court pass to Davis. Kick it out. Julia gets it back to Madison. Cross-court again to Davis. Davis to Julia for 3. Back iron, no. Johnson had the board, lost it. Picked up and in. Adriana Jacobs for 2. 11-5, Powhatan. Backcourt pressure, defense, and a steal. Davis has it. She has to be careful. In the lane, finger roll, no. Rebound, Salamonski had it, lost it, and got it back. Pass to Henderson. Henderson to Mayolo. And the Hawks will retreat, and the Indians will reset. 2:49 to go first quarter. Timeout. No. It's a 10-second violation on Mayolo. She wasn't being guarded whatsoever. They just said it took her too long to get it to half court. Coach Henderson looked kind of startled, and honestly, so do I. Wow. A gift turnover there. 11-5, 2:40 to go in the first quarter. Hanover looking for a way to get it inside. They keep swinging it left to right. Now to Johnson, top of the key. We'll get a three-point shot in. No, it's a long two for 21, Jessica Russell. Foot on the line. It's 11-7. Almost a steal in the backcourt. Mayolo gets it across. Henderson cross court. Hicks, jumper, no. Rebound, Johnson had it, lost it. Fight for it, Russell had it, lost it. Hanover gets it. Mardigan to Russell across the timeline. Pass intercepted, Salamonski with it. She'll drive, put it up, and draw the blocking foul. And two shots coming for Maggie Salamonski. The foul will be on Jessica Russell, her first. And the team's third. So it is 11-7. And Salamonski, who, as we mentioned, had a big night last night in the semis, looking for points her first tonight. First shot, no good, off the back iron. She'll get one more. Miller checks back in, as does Walker for Hanover, the starting guard tandem. Salamonski will get one more here, as Coach Henderson has a moment with Kylie Mayolo here at the sideline to our right. 11-7, 1:53 to play. First quarter. Indians on top, looking for another point. Salamonski's shot, in and out, no. Fight for the board. Taken by Powhatan. Shot, no. Battle for the loose ball on the floor. Jump ball. And the possession arrow favors Powhatan. 1:47 to go in the first. It's 11-7 Indians. Lady Cavs Holiday Classic on the line. Henderson's going to check in. Salamonski will come out. And Henderson will inbounds the basketball. Gets it to Mayolo. And she falls to the floor, and we're going to get a foul. And it's on Miller, 23, her first, and the team's fourth. Another throw in, 1:45 in the first. They get it in. Shot on the baseline, too strong, but it comes right back to Henderson. Inside, shot partially blocked by Johnson. She's able to get the rebound, use the elbows to hang on to the ball. Powhatan fans want a foul there, didn't get it. Miller with the ball. Passed it to Walker. Walker to Miller up top. Walker, Miller, Walker. Inside, pass intercepted. Mayolo trying to go coast to coast. Stop, jumper, no. Rebound, Henderson, weak side in. And Katie has 7, 13-7. Final minute of the first quarter. Miller to Walker left side. Bounce pass back to Miller. Over to Walker. Tried to find Davis underneath, not there. Johnson, one dribble, tries to find Davis, and they're going to call Johnson for traveling. Turnover to Powhatan at 13-7, 48.7 to go. First quarter. (13-7). Powhatan ball up 6. Inside. They kick it out. Vardell with it. She gets it to Henderson. Her three-point shot is an air ball. Out of bounds to Hanover. Vardell in the game. Hicks in the game for Powhatan as well. into the corner, 20 to go in the first. Again, pass across to Miller. Miller looking inside, nothing there. Tried to find Johnson, nothing there. Now gets it to Sarah. She'll drive and get the foul on the floor with 8.3 to go. 44. That's Charlotte Kramer. That's her first personal foul. .3 to go. Miller takes it out underneath. Pass in, shot blocked. Trying to get it. Powhatan, they will. They'll have a shot at it. Hicks drives, puts it up, hits the back of the backboard. No good. And we're through one tonight here at Caroline High School. It is a Game of the Week special, the Lady Cavs Classic Championship, and Powhatan uses an early 8-0 run to take a 13-7 lead over Powhatan. Over Hanover. Indians looking to go to 6-0 on the season. Hawks already behind the 8 ball with Jordan Davis picking up 2 fouls in the first minute of action. She has not scored. Sarah Johnson with an and 1 leads with 3, 2 each for Russell and Jacobs. On the other side, Katie Henderson with 7, Mayolo with 4. Moyer has 2 points and 2 fouls. That's Powhatan's foul trouble after 8 minutes. Quick reminder, fans, latest top 10 boys and girls basketball polls will be released from the RVA Sports Network on Sunday, Christmas Eve. We will not have a Central Region Now podcast on Sunday due to the holiday, but we will have a Best of 2017 podcast that will drop on Tuesday at our Podbean website. And, of course, it's always available. Links on Twitter, and we post the podcast at the top of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com and hanovercountysports.net. Rob Witham along with you live at Caroline High School. I want to thank everybody here at Caroline for their hospitality here this afternoon to make this broadcast possible. We've had a wonderful time, and we got plenty of action still to come. Hawk basketball to start the second. Walker in the corner, bounce pass to Miller. Across to Mardigan. Back to Miller, back to Julia. Inside Johnson. She'll twist, drive, kick it out to Davis. Davis will kick it out. Miller for 3. Good. And that's how Hanover's offense is supposed to work. 3-pointer Madison Miller. It's 13-10. Double team and Henderson and back. Mayolo will be able to break the press, kick it out. Shot Salamonski, and she'll be fouled from behind. 7:26 in the half. Fouls on 23, Madison Miller, and now she has 2 personal fouls. And Salamonski, who missed 2 free throws earlier, misses the first here. 13-10. Again, the Indians started, if you're joining us late, on an 8-0 run. This is the closest Hanover has been since at 13-10. Second shot up, and that one is good. So Salamonski on the board, 14-10 Powhatan, 7:25 in the second. Mardigan over to Johnson and then tries to hit Jordan Davis cutting, and the pass was 3 feet over her head out of bounds to Powhatan. 14-10 our score. Pass out of bounds, and it was last touched by Powhatan, so a turnover to Hanover. They'll get the basketball underneath their own basket. A break here for the Hawks if they can put it in the basket. 14-10, down 4. Davis is open to the corner for 3. It's too strong. Rebound Miller. Miller looking for Johnson, can't find her. Pass instead intercepted by Salamonski. Kylie with it now. Mayolo across the timeline. Bounce pass up top. Quick pass, Salamonski. Shot. In and out, no good. Long rebound, fought for, picked up by Walker. She'll get it to Miller. A minute gone by in the second. Davis on the baseline, kicks it out. Miller, she'll drive, put it up, no good. Rebound to Kramer. Kramer to Mayolo. Coach Rohr yells to Davis, don't foul. She retreats from the backcourt. Jacobs will be back in a moment. Baseline underneath. Kramer can't handle it. Johnson gets it, and we get a foul. Sarah Johnson aggressively stealing that basketball and drawing the first personal on Katie Henderson with 6:31 to go in the first half. 14-10, our score. And the Indians are going to have a little full court pressure defense of their own. They get it into Davis. Over to Miller. Mardigan has it. Cross court over to Davis for three. No good. She's still scoreless. Fight for the rebound. Out of bounds. Touched by Davis. Over to Powhatan. Hawks with full court pressure, and Davis has to be extra careful. Trying to get it, and getting it is Jacobs. She'll get it to Davis. One pass, one bounce, and then knocked out of the hand of Davis by Powhatan. Hanover basketball. Little frenetic action here. They get it to Mardigan in the corner. Three-pointer, good. Julia Mardigan with her first three of the night. It's a one-point game. 14-13, triple team. Davis got to be very careful. They break the press. Get it down low. Mayolo off the glass for two. Kylie with 6. 16-13. Oh, Madison Miller picked up her dribble back court. Needs help. Gets it from Johnson. Here comes Davis, the drive. Shot blocked. Taken away. Shot no. Rebound. Fight for it. Off the backboard. Into the hands of Davis. Shot no. Rebound out of bounds. And it stays with Hanover. Jordan Davis, I think, has missed 6 shots so far in this game. Coach wants a timeout of Hanover, Coach Rohr, and he will get it. Frenetic action. It's a full timeout with 5:38 to go in the half. 16-13. Indians with the lead. Coming up at halftime, fans, we'll review our Game of the Week broadcast schedule for next week. 10 games in 3 days. Next Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday. Week 2 of our Holiday Feast of Hoops. And a quick reminder, you can follow all the tournament action this week and next week at Holiday Tournament Central, exclusively at RVASportsNetwork.com, the one place where you can find all the tournament action, updated with schedules, ticket information, scores, brackets, and more. Whether your team's playing in town, out of town, or out of state, like John Marshall is right now. It's Holiday Tournament Central at RVASportsNetwork.com. Out of the timeouts, 3-point lead for Powhatan. Hanover's timeout, Hanover's basketball. Underneath, 16-13 Indians, 5:38 left in the second. Davis with 2 fouls for Hanover. Moyer with 2 fouls for Powhatan. Pass inside to Johnson. She'll turn around, put up a baseline floater off the iron for 2. Sarah Johnson with 5, and it's a 1-point game. 16-15. More backcourt pressure. Pass intended for Mayolo. No. Touched it. Goes out of bounds. Back to Hanover. And Mardigan will send it in to Miller with 5:20 to go in the half. Pass inside to Johnson, top of the key. One dribble, looking for help. Can't find it. Needs to hurry. Got it to Miller. 3-pointer on the way. Short. Long rebound to Hanover. Bounce pass inside. Jacobs with it. Shot. Good. Adriana Jacobs in the tall trees. Hanover leads it 17-16. It's their first lead tonight. Henderson across the timeline to Mayolo. Kylie will reset. Henderson, left side, stops, puts up the jumper, short, rebound, Kramer, no, blocked. Mayolo gets it, shot up, off the iron, no. Fight for the board, out of bounds to Hanover. Oh, man, some tough breaks there for Powhatan in that possession. 17-16, inbounded to Davis, and Davis will get it back to Miller. 1-point game, Hawks now on top. 4:30 to the break. Mardigan down to Jacobs. Jacobs inside to Johnson. One dribble off the iron and good. Sarah Johnson with 7. It's 19-16 Hanover. Pass. Salamonski gets it. Gets around Johnson. No. They'll call a foul on the body on Sarah Johnson. Her first. And the 5th team foul on Hanover. Jessica Russell back in. Talia will check back in. Johnson will get a blow. Miller will get a break as well. 19-16. Inbounded to Mayolo. 4:10 to go first half. Bounce pass kicked away by Davis. And it'll stay with Powhatan. If you hear a shutter going off, fans on our broadcast doing some double duty tonight, got to have a photo with our article for Hanover in the Hanover Herald Progress a week from tomorrow, holiday edition. Into Salamonski. Drive, shot short, got her own board. Shot no. Try to get another rebound. Couldn't. Out of bounds, last touched by the Hawks. No, check that last touch. It looked like they said last touch by Hanover, but they say last touch by Powhatan. And now they're going to reverse it and say, yeah, that's what I thought. I thought they said it was white basketball, and it is, and Henderson will take it out. 3-point game midway through the second quarter. Henderson looking inside, bounce pass, can't get to it, out of bounds. It'll stay with Powhatan as Jacobs does a nice job defensively to knock it away. 22, Kaylee Remy will come in for the first time, and Henderson will check out. Pass intercepted. Jacobs gets it. Gets it to Russell. Russell across the timeline. Over to Mardigan. Mardigan cross-court pass to Jordan Davis. Still looking for points tonight. Pass tipped. It's Mayolo. She'll go coast to coast for 2. Kylie with 8. 19-18. Russell, top of the circle. Hanover up 1 with the ball. Bounce pass into Palia. Kicks it over to Davis. She'll drive the line and draw the foul. Foul on Remy, 22, her first. And the team's 5th foul. Neither team in the bonus yet, but the next Hanover foul will put Powhatan in the 1-and-1 with 3:21 left in the half. Pass over the head of the intended Hawk, taken by Salamonski. She's going to go unabated to the basket and fall short. Rebound shot, no. Davis gets the board. 3:10 and counting in the second quarter. Russell up top. Coach Rohr calling the play. Davis back up top to Russell. Bounce pass right side to Mardigan. Julia over to Jessica Russell. Back up top again. Bounce pass to Mardigan. Her shot, no good. Long rebound comes out to Russell. Russell will drive, put it up, no. Long rebound, lost by Mayolo, and then picked right back up. Long pass down court, too short. Davis gets it. Davis with the basketball coming across the timeline. 2:30 to go in the half. 1-point game. 19-18 Hanover for the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship. Davis for 3. Good. Jordan Davis with her first points of the night, and it's 22-18 Hawks. Man, we've had good action here. Cutting down the lane, Powhatan with it. Shot up, too strong. Rebound inside, shot, no. Fight for the board. 3 Hawks are there. Jacobs will grab it. Remy just could not put it in left side. Jordan Davis looking to drive. Got to be careful. Shot, no. Got her own board. Shot blocked. Mayolo with the rebound. 1:45 in the half. 4-point game. Kylie bounce pass over to Remy. Remy loses it. Jacobs has it. Turnover to Hanover. Talia to Russell. 1:35 to go. Russell slows things down and walks it across the timeline to call the play. Under 1:30 to the break. Talia to Russell left side. 15-footer. No good. And a rebound. Nope, a foul. Yeah, I thought it was against Hanover. It's against Ellen Palia, her first. And that's 6 fouls on Hanover. No. I thought that would have been 7. I thought it's. Yeah, they might be checking on that. More substitutions. And 22-18 is our score. I think that's 7. Yeah. Yeah, because we mentioned just a moment ago the next foul by Hanover would put Powhatan into the 1-1, and this is it. So here we go. So Moyer will shoot the 1-1. Vardell will check out. Hicks will check in for the Indians. Hanover 22, Powhatan 18. First shot is up and good. Kelsey now with 3. They're going to the 4th in Florida. Number 3, John Marshall trailing Oak Ridge of Florida, 62-58. Second shot, good. Moyer hits a pair, and it's back down to 2. 22-20. 1:15 to the half. Davis with the ball. Gets it up top to Russell. Russell keeps the dribble alive. Pass bounce over to Miller. Inside to Jacobs. Looking for Davis in the lane. Got it to her. Henderson fighting her. Shot blocked out of bounds. Stays with Hanover. They got the look they wanted, but a good defensive play by Katie Henderson. Hanover stays with possession at 56.2 to go. Fun first half here at Caroline High School. Pass to Davis, cutting in the lane. Puts it up, floater, short, fights for the rebound. It goes to Jacobs, her shot, no. Got it back, shot, no. Long rebound, fought for. Won by Hicks of Powhatan. Trying to tie, gets around Johnson. Bounce pass to Salamonski, shot blocked. Comes out to Henderson, jumper. In and out, no good. Long rebound off of Henderson's foot, out of bounds to Hanover with 33.4 left in the half. After one at the Ralph Crockett Championship at Tucker, Henrico 19, Petersburg 15, the score. Final half minute, first half. Jacobs finds Johnson. Off the glass, off the back iron, no. Henderson gets the rebound. 16-15 to go. Katie looking for help. Salamonski loses it. Hanover gets it. Will get a tie-up? Yes. Possession arrow to Powhatan at 10.2 to go. Quick substitutions for both teams for the final 10 seconds. Davis will come out so she doesn't commit that third foul. 10.2. Powhatan ball down to 22-20. Henderson will take it out. And now there's a little bit of confusion as to where the basketball is going to be inbounded. And with 10.2 to go, it's a pretty major decision. Is it on the sideline? Is it underneath? Changes everything. And it's going to be on the side. They've got it set. And here we go. 10 seconds left. Mayolo bounce pass. Henderson, three-pointer. No good. Long rebound, fought for. Shot up. Good, and a foul. Charlotte Kramer. Second foul on Sarah Johnson. Kramer ties it and can take the lead with the free throw, 2.9 remaining. The shot is up, no good. Long rebound to Hicks. Bounce pass Henderson at the buzzer, no. And fittingly, we are tied at intermission. Halftime at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. And our score, Powhatan 22, Hanover 22. Great first half here tonight. Glad you're along with us for the ride here on the RVA Sports Network. Halftime in a moment. We'll We'll review the first half. Got lots to talk about. Second half action still to come here on RVA-SN. Rob with them along with you live here at Caroline. And another half of basketball coming up, and we're all squared up after 16 minutes of play. Back with more in a moment.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at sheehyfordashland.com.
Castlewood and West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
We're back with you here at Caroline High School, fans, as we take a second to send out some stats on Twitter at both the RBA Sports Network and at Hanover Sports. There we go. 8 points for Kylie Mayolo to lead all scorers. Katie Henderson's got 7 for Powhatan. 4 for Moyer, 2 for Kramer there at the end of the half to tie it, 1 for Salamoski, who's 1 of 4 at the free throw line. And on the other side for Hanover, Sarah Johnson leads with 7, 4 points for Jacobs, and then 3 each for Jordan Davis, who committed 2 fouls in the first 55 seconds of the game and was able to navigate through the rest of the half. She played most of the way the rest of the half and stayed with 2 fouls. She hit a 3 late. Miller had a 3. Mardigan had a 3. Jessica Russell with a field goal for 2. And we're tied 22-all at the break with the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic Championship on the line on this Wednesday evening. Well, fans, this will wrap up week number 1 of our Holiday Feast of Hoops here on the RBA Sports Network. We will take a break over the Christmas weekend. Top 10 boys and girls basketball polls will be released on Sunday at RBASportsNetwork.com, and we'll tweet leagues as soon as they are available. No Central Region Now podcast on Sunday due to the holiday. We're going to enjoy a couple of days of downtime with our family. And then we'll come back on Tuesday and drop our Best of 2017 podcast. I'm a little hesitant to do it Tuesday simply because the best may be yet to come, because we've got a big week of basketball coming up next week that we'll go over here in a second. But we'll drop that podcast on Tuesday. It'll be available at the top of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com. And, of course, we tweet links to it all the time. And our podcast website, in case you're wondering, hcsmedianetwork.podbean.com. But the podcast will be coming up. That will be on Tuesday. And then we're back on the air live on Wednesday, a week from today. 10 more live basketball broadcasts next week. We had 6 this week, 2 tonight, 4 at the Times-Dispatch Invitational last night. And again, a big thank you to the Times-Dispatch, Floyd Spencer, Jamie Dumas, and everyone who made that possible. Our second year of broadcasting live from the Coliseum. We had some excellent action last night. We expect more next week, Wednesday, for the 5th consecutive year. RVA Sports Network bringing you live exclusive coverage of Henrico Holiday Hoops. We'll begin with a quadruple header first round Wednesday, 4 games back-to-back, starting at 2:30 in the afternoon with Thomas Dale and Henrico. Meadowbrook's in the tournament this year. Monacan's in the tournament this year. And, of course, you can see the whole broadcast schedule at rvasportsnetwork.com on the right-hand side of the page. You can see all the brackets, ticket information, and more at Holiday Tournament Central at rvasportsnetwork.com. Interrupt for just a moment to tell you that John Marshall has cut the Oak Ridge lead to 1 at 67-66 with 3:32 remaining in the opening game of the City of Palms Classic for Isaiah Todd and the Justices down in Florida. Oak Ridge 67, John Marshall 66. And our thanks to @CoachAl100 on Twitter for updates from the Sunshine State. Thursday, we move over to Lee Davis. And for the 3rd consecutive year, bring you live coverage of the championship and 3rd place games of the Southerner Classic. We'll begin another quadruple header at 2:30 p.m. next Thursday, the 28th. Girls' 3rd place game, then the boys, girls' championship, and then the boys. 4 on Thursday. And then Friday, we'll go back to Henrico High School for Championship Friday at Henrico Holiday Hoops. And we'll live tweet the 5th and 7th place games across our Twitter network. And then we'll bring you live coverage here on our YouTube channel of the 3rd place and championship games at Henrico Holiday Hoops 2017. And that will put a cap on our 2017 broadcast coverage on RVA Sports Network. But never fear, January is almost here. And we have a major broadcast announcement to make very soon about a huge day of hoops here on RVA Sports Network in January. We can tell you already that our first broadcast of 2018 comes up January 4th, a Thursday night, when number 2 Cosby hosts number 3 LC Bird in Dominion District High School girls basketball action. Cosby with 2 really tough losses in the TDIT this week. Saturday night falling just short against Highland Springs, and then seeing a 13-point halftime lead go away. Hopewell knocking them off 59-58 at the Coliseum yesterday here on RVASN in the 3rd place game of the Times-Dispatch Invitational. Cosby LC Bird live from Cosby High School Thursday night, January 4th, 7 o'clock Eastern, live here on our YouTube channel. So once again, Game of the Week broadcast schedule always at the right-hand side of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com. And never miss another RVA Sports Network Game of the Week broadcast by subscribing to our YouTube channel. Just click the subscribe button. It's very simple to do. Several of you did yesterday during our TDIT coverage, and we appreciate that. At RVASportsNetwork.com's YouTube channel, which is youtube.com/RVA Sports Network. Click subscribe, and you'll get email updates when we post a new video to the page or we go live with the game of the week. Again, A big thank you to everyone here at Caroline High School for their hospitality this afternoon and evening and allowing us to sit courtside and bring you both the third place in the championship games here at the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. Nothing settled after 16 minutes, tied at 22. Let's get the second half underway. Hawks break the huddle to our left. Hanover will get the basketball. They will move from right to left across your tablet, PC, or mobile device. And we're underway in half number 2 from Caroline High School. Bounce pass, Johnson at the free throw line, back out to Miller. Drives, picks up the dribble, needs help. Turns around instead, shoots short. Johnson gets the rebound, tries to get something going, can't, kicks it out. Miller for 3, good. Madison Miller with her second tray of the evening, and it's 25-22 Hanover. Bounce pass right side. Jakomski back into the game, into the corner, got it back to Sophie. 2 dribbles, jumper in the lane is too strong. Fight for the rebound, a block. Sarah Johnson's going to come up with it and draw the foul. Foul's going to be on Salamonski. That is her first. And the first foul of the second half for either team. Inbounded to Davis, back to Miller. Backcourt pressure by Powhatan. And a timeout. They're going to reset the clock at 7:09 in the third, as the clock didn't start on the inbounds. $7:09 to go, third quarter, 25-22. Hanover with the lead and the basketball. All right, the backcourt pressure. Coach Rohr of Hanover was worried about the 10-second count. Bounce pass to Johnson, got it across. Davis with it. And her pass intended for Mardigan is too strong, but it's going to go off of Salamonski trying to get it out of bounds. And a break for Hanover. Coach Henderson to my right yells, grab the ball, and understandably so. When it's there, you got to just seize the day. That one may have surprised her a bit. Miller with the ball. Backs it out. Keeps the dribble alive. Bounce pass to Walker. Back to Miller. Back to Walker. Inside to Johnson. One dribble. Gets it out. Walker for 3. No. Johnson with the rebound. Turnaround. And in. Sarah Johnson putting in the blue collar work in the blue uniform. 27-22. Hanover with the lead. Henderson. Cross-court pass. Get it in the corner. Moyer with 2 fouls. Cross-court to Salamonski. Back up top to Mayolo. 6:10 in the third. Salamonski inside. Henderson. Turnaround. Off the glass too strong. Fight for the rebound. Hanover gets it. Walker quickly down court to Jordan Davis. Tries to drive over. Puts it up. No. Traveling on Jordan Davis. And a turnover to Powhatan. 5:55 left third quarter. Indians down 27-22. They started tonight on an 8-0 run. Hanover called time with 5:36 to go in the first quarter to slow things down. They now lead it by 5 points. Inside, pass tipped away, and it's taken over by the Hawks. Miller across the timeline. She'll drive and kick it out to Walker. Walker up top, needs help, gets it to Miller. Cross-court pass, Davis. Back to Walker, around to Miller. Can't get it inside, across to Davis. Jumper too strong. Rebound saved. Miller jumper short. Rebound Johnson somehow with it. Her shot no. And finally a rebound to Powhatan on the fast break. 2-on-2. Bounce pass off of Salamonski's leg, and Miller gets it. And Coach Henderson can't believe it. 5:05 in the third. Davis right side up top to Walker, swing it around to Miller. Miller cross-court pass dangerous to Davis, almost stolen by Mayolo. Miller to Mardigan. 2 dribbles from Julia, back to Madison right side. Back up to Mardigan, 3-pointer. Good! Julia Mardigan for 3. Timeout, Powhatan. And it's the biggest lead tonight for Hanover. And ironically, it's 8. 30-22 our score, 4:41 left here in quarter number 3. Remember, we just talked about the 8-0 run that started things for Powhatan in the first, and now here in the third, an 8-0 run for Hanover in the first 3:19. And it's 30-22, Hawks with the advantage. They have hit halftime over at J.R. Tucker in the championship of the Ralph Crockett Holiday Classic. And here's a surprise. Petersburg leads Henrico 44-25. Henrico, young and struggling a bit this year. Petersburg has struggled for the past several years and are looking to finally turn the corner. Really haven't been too competitive since the Frank Mason days, and we know how he's balling in Sacramento right now. This would be a huge win for Petersburg. They're up 19 at the break on Parham Road. Out of the timeout, Mayolo across the timeline for the Hawks, for the Indians, suddenly down by 8. In the corner, they kick it out. Back in the corner, that's Moyer. Mayola. Inside Salamonski, turnaround jumper will fall, and Maggie finally gets her first field goal tonight. 30-24, the lead at 6. Bounce pass to Miller. Does not strip the double team. It's stolen by Hicks, given to Mayolo. Davis has to be careful. Salamonski gets the pass and puts it in. And the 8-point lead shaved in half. 4 minutes in the third, 30-26, Hanover. Looking for the half-court trap. Johnson about to check in. A host of Hawks in front of us here at the table. It's Walker left side. Bounce pass inside. Palia with it and travels. Jacobs, Russell, and Johnson all will check in for Hanover. And here they come. Palia, Walker, Miller will all come out. They'll join Davis and Mardigan. The 5 on the floor defensively for the Hawks. Mayolo with 8 points, the leading scorer for Powhatan. Right side to Moyer, back up top to Kiley. Wants Henderson left side. Long 3-pointer coming. Good! Katie Henderson for 3, and it's a 1-point game. It's a 7-0 Indians run since the timeout. 30-29. Johnson whips it to Davis. She'll drive, shot blocked, kicks out, gets it to Miller. Bodies flying all over the floor. Russell back to Davis. Back over to Russell. Left side stolen. Salamonski has it, and the lead, no! Powhatan doesn't get it as the shot is short. Maggie underestimates the layup. Ball tapped out of bounds by Hicks, and it'll stay with Hanover with 3 minutes to go in the third. Madison Miller's break was short-lived. She's back in for Hanover. It's a 1-point game and a third quarter of runs. 8-0 Hawk run, answered by a 7-0 Indian run that is still ongoing. Inbounds pass to Jacobs. She'll put it up high off the glass. No. Rebound fought for Jordan. Davis gets it. Over Moyer, both playing with 2 fouls. And she'll get the third on Moyer. Wow. Aggressive play there. To get the ball inbounds, Miller having some trouble, and they'll steal it. Salamonski in front of Davis. Down court to Henderson. She'll get fouled. And Katie Henderson goes down. That's the first foul on Mardigan. Henderson falls to the floor after being hit on the foul. And immediately Henderson begins to cry in pain, and they're checking her right knee. And we have a timeout with 2:49 left in the third. Gives us time to give you an update. It is a final down at the City of Palms Classic in Florida. Number 3, John Marshall, falls in their opener to Oak Ridge of Florida. Final score is 75-68. So 75-68, the final. That's the first of, I believe, 3 games that the John Marshall Justices boys will play at the City of Palms Classic. That's in Fort Myers, Florida. Right now, all the attention, unfortunately, is on Katie Henderson, who is down, being attended to by coach and the trainer with 2:49 to go here in the third. There was a turnover. Henderson got out front. They got the pass to her. She was on her way for the layup. Mardigan bumped into her to essentially give up a foul and not allow her to get a shot off. They're helping her up to her feet. And Henderson, who just hit a big 3 a moment ago to get 10 points on the night, is not putting any weight on that right leg. Oh, man, that is not good news. .249 left here in the third. Play returns. Powhatan has the ball. The foul was on the floor. That's why there's no shots. Pass inside is taken by Hanover. Miller with the basketball. 1 foul on Hanover, 2 this half on Powhatan. Pass kicked out of bounds. Hanover retains in front of their own bench. Coach Henderson was looking for a foul in a 2-shot situation, but the foul was called before any shot was taken. And I think was part of the reason why Henderson went down the way she did. Davis on the right side, try to get it to Johnson, who can't get it in the lane. Fight for the ball underneath. It'll be taken by Powhatan. Salamonski had it, lost it. Miller gets it. Into Mardigan. 3-pointer. No, and she's fouled. And Julia will go to the line and shoot 3. The foul will go on Caitlin Hicks, her first. And the Hawks can end the 7-0 run and, more importantly, extend this lead a bit. First shot good. Second shot coming. 2:17 in the third. It's up. It's short. One more coming. Shot is up. No good. Long rebound comes out to Johnson. She'll kick it out to Miller for 3, and Miller traveled. She shuffled the pivot foot. So Mardigan only able to get 1 out of 3. It's 31-29 with 2:13 to go. Down court, Kramer gets it over to Hicks with a floater, and it's good on the left side, and we're tied at 31. 2 minutes left. Pass down court. Salamonski saw it coming. Turnover to Powhatan. Mayolo across the timeline. 1:50 to go. Maggie says, I'm wide open. They get it to Kramer. Into the corner. 3 ball. No. Rebound Jacobs for Hanover. Miller gets it to Mardigan. Julia back up top to Madison. Back to Mardigan. 3-pointer. Good again. And the young lady has 10, 9 of them on 3 3-pointers. 34-31 Hanover. 1:20 in the third. Kramer kick out. Salamonski for the tie. No. Long rebound out of bounds before Kramer can get to it. Hanover will get it. Palia checks in. Jacobs will check out for the Hawks. They're 3-2. Powhatan is 5-0. Both teams have tournament action next week as well. Tonight they fight for the title here at Caroline. 1:10 left. Davis, right side, cross court, intercepted. Moyer with it. 1 minute left in the third. These two teams may see each other again come Region 4B tournament time, too. Salamonski double teamed. Get it up top to Mayolo. 50 in the third. Kylie will reset. Right side, Moyer. Flip it around left side, Salamonski inside. Can't save it. Last touched by, they say Hanover. Lost the ball, fight for it in the corner, and it was last touched by a Hawk. And a break for Powhatan. They'll keep it. They're into the court. 41-4 in the quarter. 3-point deficit. Mayolo drives, kicks it to an open Kramer for two. That was a beautiful, beautiful assist. 1 point game. 30 left in the third. Davis up top to Russell. Hicks guarded her. Cross court, Mardigan. Over to Russell in the corner. Davis is open for three. Good. Jordan Davis for three. 37-33. Final seconds of the third quarter. Inside, kick it out. Hicks, jumper, no. 2 to go. Palia gets it, and the quarter will come to an end. And 3 are in the books tonight here at Caroline. The Hawks of Hanover, 37. The Indians of Powhatan, 33. And again, do not be surprised if these two teams end up seeing each other come February and Region 4B tournament time. Great action here tonight live on the RVA Sports Network as we send out the third quarter score and a link to our broadcast on Twitter at both the RVA Sportsnet and at Hanover Sports. Unfortunately for Powhatan, Katie Henderson, she is standing right now in the huddle, but she is unable to put much weight on that right leg because of the knee. She went down on a hard foul driving after a turnover after hitting a three just a few moments earlier, late in the third quarter. And they may have to go the rest of the way without her, and hopefully she's going to be okay. She has 10 to lead Powhatan. Mayolo has 8. Salamonski with 5, 4 in the third quarter. Hanover now led by Mardigan's 10 points, 9 for Johnson, 2 in the third for her. Miller has 6, Davis has 6, both 2 3-pointers, both 1 in the first, 1 in the second half. 8 minutes in regulation, and the Hawks will defend up 4. Powhatan ball to start the fourth. Rob Witham along with you courtside on the RVA Sports Network. Championship at stake, and here we go. Sophie puts it up. Shot, Chamansky no good. Out of bounds to Hanover. Tchaikovsky's shot a little too strong. Fight for the board. Indians knock it out of bounds, and they will go into the full court press. Inbound to Davis, who incredibly committed 2 fouls in 55 seconds and hasn't committed one since. Mardigan to Miller up top, guarded by Hicks. Almost lost the ball, swiped by Hicks, but right to Davis, and Hanover resets. Johnson tries to set a pick. Not going to happen. 30 seconds in, 4-point game. Picks up the dribble, bounce past Johnson at her knees, got it. Looks, nothing there. Miller will dribble it back out front. Powhatan getting really aggressive defensively, and they need to. Bounce pass, foul. Salamonski, I think, will pick up her second. It's the fourth team foul on Powhatan. And Coach Henderson to Powhatan wants a timeout. It'll be a quick 30-second timeout for the Indians. 50 seconds into the final period of regulation. Hanover with the basketball in the 37-33 lead. We will sign off quickly once we have finished our broadcast here tonight, folks, when the game is done, as we'll need to get to tournament pictures and interviews. So it'll be a very, 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 very brief edition of the postgame, and then we'll wrap things up, and then we'll next talk to you live here on our YouTube channel a week from today at Henrico Holiday Hoops 2017. We start at 2:30 Eastern Time next Wednesday from Henrico High School. Inbound pass to Johnson. She'll drive in the lane, kick it out to Davis. Davis across to Miller. 7:05 to go in regulation. Mardigan with it. Almost going to get double teamed. Jordan Davis comes all the way out to half court to help. Davis across to Miller. And yes, if you're asking yourself, where's Rachel Metzger? Not playing tonight for Hanover. Metzger, of course, their usual point guard. Ball tipped, fight for it in the backcourt. They go to the floor, and we're going to get a foul. I think it's going to be on Hanover. Waiting for the foul call, but before that, we have a warning against Coach Rohr and the bench of Hanover. The foul's going to be on Powhatan. That's Hicks. That's her second. And the team's fifth. That play could have gone either way, fans, to be honest with you. They both went crash into the floor. Miller will take it out right here in front of the scorer's table beside us. Trying to get to Davis, and she does, and Jordan loses the ball off the dribble right to Moyer and Powhatan. 6:30 to go. Mayolo with the ball across the timeline. Bounce pass Salomonsky, turnaround jumper, good. 37-35, Indians back within two. Pass midcourt to Johnson, almost traveled. Miller with it. They get across the timeline in time. Bounce pass over to Mardigan. Right side, picked up by Hicks. She'll get around her. Back to Palia, back into the game, over to Miller. Miller hands it off to Davis. Davis picked up by Hicks. 37-35 at 5:50 to go. Jordan back to Julia. Bounce pass up top. Sarah Johnson will drive on Moyer. Turn around, put it up, and they're going to call a travel. I don't think that was a travel, fans. Indians get a break. Sarah has a very nice pivot move, and occasionally they won't let her have it like that time. And now the Indians can take the lead with a three. High drama here at Lady Cavs Holiday Classic 2017. Salomonsky triple team, got it out to Hicks. Pass to Mayolo, bounce pass right side. Sophie Jakomsky shot well short. Johnson gets the rebound for Hanover. Bounce pass to Miller, and they'll reset. 5:15 in regulation, 2-point Hanover lead, 37-35. Mardigan left side. Up top to Jacobs. Trying to find Davis. Does. Davis puts it up, draws the foul, and she'll go to the line for two. If that ball had gone in, that would have been a Sports Center top 10. She just threw it in the air, hoping to get something. Hicks will commit her third personal foul, and Davis, who has not scored at the line tonight, she's got 2 3-pointers, and that's it, 6 points. At the stripe now for two. First shot rims out, no good. Memory serves me correctly, Davis missed a couple in the first quarter. She'll try to make it a 3-point game here with 5:05 in regulation. Bends, shoots, good. 7 for Davis, 38-35. Moyer back in. Vardell back in. Moyer out, Kramer back in. And she'll inbounds it to Mayolo for Powhatan. 5 minutes exactly in regulation. It's a 3-point Hanover lead. Mayolo right side, keeps the dribble alive. Baseline, floater, too strong. Jacobs gets the rebound. Miller. Across the timeline, coach calls the play to the left of us. Gets it to Davis, up top to Miller again. Davis will run the baseline. Back to Davis, gets open. That's a long two, no good. And we'll get a rebound reaching over the top on Hanover. Against Mardigan. her second. That's only the second team foul on Hanover. Great news if you're Hanover when you're ahead. Horrible news if you fall behind and need to foul late. 4:30 to go. Moyer to check into the next whistle. Corner, Salamonski, baseline, drive, get it out. Mayola almost lost it, picks it up, drive, got it in, shot, no, rebound to the floor. Kramer can't get it, Miller does. Miller to Mardigan. Back to Miller. 4:05 left. 3-point lead, Hanover ball, Hanover lead. Palia, top of the key. Left side to Mardigan. Over to Miller. She'll put up a three. No good. Right side. Long rebound. Mardigan saves it to Miller, and we get a foul. The foul is going to be on Powhatan. I hesitated for a moment, fans. Wasn't sure if they were going to call it on Powhatan or the Hawks. I thought Powhatan, and it was. It is Vardell, her first. And Hanover now in the bonus the rest of the way. 3:52 left. And Mardigan to the line for the 1-and-1. She has 10 points tonight. First shot, good. And Julia will shoot one more. Two-possession lead. 39-35, 3:52 to go. For a minute there, you could hear a pin drop in this gym. Mardigan, second shot, good. Hits both. It's 40-35 Hanover. Mayolo across the timeline. Right side, Vardell. Back up top to Kylie. Davis tries to steal it. Fall to the floor. Got it over. Right side, Moyer. Stolen by Davis. Saw the pass coming to Mayolo. Jordan up and in. The lead is back to 7 for Hanover at 42-35 with 3:20 to go. Hicks looking inside. Pass. Got it to Kramer. Shot too strong. Rebound. Mardigan. And this is where Powhatan misses Henderson. Really bad. 7-point lead for Hanover. Mardigan, kick out to Davis. 3 minutes to go. Miller drives, floater. Back iron, no. Rebound, Moyer. Get it to Mayolo. Long pass to Hicks. She'll drive, throw it up off the glass. No. Nobody there for the rebound. Moyer takes advantage. Three-pointer, no. Rebound, in, and a foul. Kramer will get to the free throw line. Mardigan commits her third. She becomes the first Hanover Hawk with 3 personal fouls. Hicks has 3, and Moyer has 3 for Powhatan. And Charlotte Kramer with 2 big free throws here with 2:37 remaining. First shot in and out, no good. Charlotte will get one more. Salamonski checks back in. Vardell will check out. Kramer's second free throw coming. Up. And just off the mark, no good. Johnson with the rebound. 7-point lead for the Hawks at 42-35. 2:30 to go. Time beginning to become a factor now. Time is on Hanover's side. Miller picked up side by Salamonski. Gets it to Davis right side, up top to Johnson. Kramer will look at her. Around to Miller, over to Davis. Jumper top of the key, back iron, no. Long rebound. Powhatan, and we're going to get a foul. Miller will run into Hicks. And no, we're not. They're not going to call a foul there. Surprised. Timeout, Hanover. It's a full timeout. That'll give us a moment to get our fans on Twitter updated as to what's going on with our game reset on both the RVA Sportsnet and Hanover Sports. 42-35. Hanover with the lead. Indians with the ball, 2:07 left. And the Hawks are in the bonus. Hanover has only committed 3 fouls in this half. And amazingly, Jordan Davis, 2 fouls in 55 seconds and has not committed a foul since. They go to the fourth at the Ralph Crockett Classic Championship at J.R. Tucker. Petersburg 59, Henrico 41. And it looks like Coach Harmon's Warriors are going to come into their own tournament next week, barring a big comeback on a losing note. They open Henrico Holiday Hoops Wednesday. They got the first game, Henrico Thomas Dale at 2:30, the first of our first round quadruple header. Our next broadcast next Wednesday, 4 from Henrico here on the RVA Sports Network. Inbound to Mayolo. Powhatan's got to hurry. 2 minutes left. Top of the key, Mayolo. Shovel pass, lost. Tried to get it to Moyer. Davis grabs it. Davis gets it to Miller. 1:50 to go. How long will Powhatan wait before they start fouling? Miller lost the ball. It's coming our way. And we get a foul before the ball goes out of bounds on Hicks. That is her 4th. And Powhatan's 8th, and Miller will go to the free throw line for another big 1-and-1. Mardigan got hers. Can Miller get these? First shot up. No. Long rebound to Mayolo. Powhatan down 7, 1:40 to go with the ball. Kiley picked up by Davis. Gets it over to Hicks, who lost the ball. It flies over to Mardigan. She grabs it, gets it back to Miller, and they will slowly walk it up with 1:30 to go. More fouls coming, and there's one of them. Mayolo hasn't fouled tonight until now, so she's got plenty to give. But this will be the last 1-and-1 situation. 9 fouls on Powhatan. The next one, the double bonus for Hanover. Mardigan first shot, good. 43-35. It'll be 3 possessions no matter what. The question will be the depth of the deficit. It's good. And it's 9. 44-35. 1:24 to go. Moyer, right side. They got to start putting it up quickly. Pass inside, intercepted. Knocked away by Johnson to Davis. And the Hawks can feel it now. Bounce pass to Mardigan. Back up top to Miller. 1:08 and counting. Back to Julia. Over to Davis. Davis gets trapped, loses it, and it's out of bounds to Powhatan. A break for the Indians at midcourt with 1:01 to go, down 9. I don't think they can look inside anymore. I think they got to start putting up threes. They could use Henderson here for that too. Hicks in the corner. Moyer for 3. That one's too strong. Long rebound. Out of bounds. Trying to save it was Mayolo, and it's out of bounds to Hanover. 52.5 seconds to go. Timeout. 30-second timeout for Powhatan. So Hanover is closing in on the championship. Up by 9. But stranger things have happened in 52 seconds. Powhatan back in action in the Douglas Freeman Holiday Hoops Bash beginning next week. Up north to Sterling, Virginia for the Park View Classic next week. All that information posted now at Holiday Tournament Central at RVASportsNetwork.com. And to Miller, they got a trapper or fouler. Miller gets away, gets it ahead to Jacobs, who loses it. Fight for it. Jump ball. Stays with Hanover. A lot of work by Powhatan. They are not giving up. Holy cow, are they playing hard. Undefeated season on the line here, down 9 with 44 to play. Bounce pass gets it into Davis. Davis, double dribble, and a turnover to Powhatan. Jordan, a lot of people forget she's still a sophomore. She's still young. She's still developing. She's played such good basketball for the Hawks last year and early this year. 40 to go. Need an open jumper here. Salamonski for three. Short. Rebound Jacobs. Almost stolen. Picked up by Mardigan. 30 to go. They got a foul. We get a 10-second violation on Miller. 24 seconds left, but a 9-point game. Coach Rory yelling, don't foul. And another timeout being called now by Coach Henderson of Powhatan. Still 44-35. And 24.7 left. And so we want to thank you for being with us here tonight for this doubleheader. Congrats to Caroline for their third place finish in the win over John Marshall in our first game. 73-49 the final. Next broadcast, next Wednesday. Quadruple header. 4 first-round games from Henrico Holiday Hoops at Henrico High School. And we'll get on the air live on our YouTube channel at 2:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Broadcast schedule always on the right-hand side of the page at rvasportsnetwork.com. Got a quick second here. Can wish all of you happy holidays, Merry Christmas, safe travels if you're out and about this coming weekend and early next week. One of the reasons why we bring you so much basketball over winter break is because we know a lot of you are traveling and can't go watch your team. So it's our pleasure to bring your team to you. Out of the timeout, 24 seconds left, down 9. Mayolo, pass it to Moyer, three-pointer, long, rebound, Miller, foul, Mayolo. Miller to the line at 15.7 left. So Hanover will improve to 4-2 and get ready to go up to Sterling, Virginia. Powhatan will fall to 5-1 and head to Douglas Freeman for their holiday hoops bash next week. First free throw is good for Madison Miller, who has 7. Mardigan leads tonight with 14 points. Second shot, good. 46-35, final 10 seconds. Get it inside. Charlotte will put it up, no good. Fight for the rebound. Looking on the floor, finally get a jump ball. Possession arrow to Powhatan at 3.5 remaining. They'll get one more shot off at the buzzer. No good. And Hanover gets the win. Congratulations to the Hawks, winners of the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic. 46-35, the final score. We'll have championship runner-up trophy presentations coming up. We'll check on that real quick. When we come back, we'll wrap things up here live from Caroline High School. 46-35, our final score. Final thoughts for us. Live from Caroline, coming up next here on the RVA Sports Network.
Sheehy Ford of Ashland, with the largest inventory of Fords in the Mid-Atlantic, says fall head-over deals. Up to 40% off MSRP or 0% financing for up to 72 months. Sheehy is proud to present its Military Appreciation Program with savings and additional discounts for active duty, military reserve, retired military, dependent families, and now law enforcement. It's easy at Sheehy. Sheehy Ford of Ashland, Route 1 just south of Ashland. Online at SheehyFordAshland.com.
Wood and West Incorporated has been serving the Richmond and surrounding areas since 1923, offering the finest in home heating oil and propane gas. They also offer professional service and installation of standby generators, tankless water heaters, gas logs, and gas or oil furnaces. Call them today for all of your heating needs at 355-1721. That's 355-1721. Massey Wood and West.
fans, we're still with you. We're going to get you the all-tournament team and the MVP coming up in a moment in our quick post game. Up in a second, Hanover the winners and the champions here at Caroline, 46-35. More to come. All right, fans, most valuable player of the tournament, and rightfully so, goes to Nadine Pope of John Marshall. She averaged 23 points in the tournament, including 26 tonight in John Marshall's third-place defeat to Caroline. And we want to get that out real quick on Twitter. Congratulations to Nadine. That was an excellent honor. And we congratulate her on winning the Most Valuable Player award. 23 points per game for Nadine. Congratulations to her. And the runner-up trophy went to Powhatan. And we'll have the trophy presentation to Hanover up on Twitter on Hanover Sports momentarily. Well, fans, that wraps it up for this week, week one of our Holiday Feast of Hoops here live on the RVA Sports Network. We're back with you a week from today for week two. 10 games, 3 days, 2 tournaments, and tons of fun. Henrico Holiday Hoops next Wednesday and Friday, and the Southerner Classic at Lee Davis next Thursday. Be with us for all the action here exclusively on the RVA Sports Network. Our thanks again to everyone at Caroline High School for their hospitality to help us bring you this action here tonight on RVA SN. And coverage of the Lady Cavs Holiday Classic has been an exclusive presentation of the RVA Sports Network and solely intended for the private non-commercial use of our audience. Any rebroadcast or other use of tonight's broadcast without the express written consent of HCS Media LLC is strictly prohibited. New top 10 polls coming out on Sunday, Christmas Eve. Next podcast drops Tuesday. It's the best of 2017. And keep up with all the holiday tournament action at Holiday Tournament Central exclusively at RBASportsNetwork.com. Happy holidays. Merry Christmas. Please be safe, everyone. Rob Witham saying goodnight from Caroline High School.